Dresden Files, I think.
Is that what?
It's Fate.
No,
Yeah, Fate is the
Fate.
same thing. Yeah, Fate and Fudge were.
Fate
It's
and
the Fudge dice system with the Fate gaming system.
Yeah, so that's awesome. So set that to have the double square brackets. That way it takes up the least amount of space on the desktop. If you hover over it, it's like the second one from the left, just to the right of GM. And if,
So
if you click GM, you'll see that it rolls to me and not to you.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
What's the exclamation point?
I don't know what those do. Something explosion or factorial? I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Now, do you want us to still do our macros for like regular stuff?
Yeah, do your macros like regular. That's only if I say, hey, roll d20 or something like that. like if we're splitting up treasure at the end.
That's cool. And then you can do it as 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5.
Yeah.
That's really neat.
Yeah.
It's so much easier to get to multiple, it's so much faster.
Yeah.
Man.
If we had that at BandCon, we would have got through the whole Fire Giant dungeon.
We're not recording yet, right?
We are. And streaming.
Okay.
Recording and streaming.
I will refrain from making comments that you have to start with. I'm not racist, but
Whoa.
Okay, we have 2 new players tonight joining the team. We got Mischief, a rogue, and we got Filch, also a rogue. We got Yoharo, who's continuing on from previously, who is a warlock bard. And then we also have Do, continuing from previously, and Do is a monk. And the adventure is Waterdeep Dragon Heist. So, gold makes people do strange things, and Lord Neverember's hidden cache of dragons is up for grabs. The Stone of Galore, which you are chasing, knows where the treasure vault is located and how to get inside. So, a little recap of the last time we played. Let's see if I can pull up some notes here. Here we go. Okay. Let me just do a real fast recap of everything. So, the adventure started in the Yawning Portal Tavern. And you guys were asked by Volo to rescue a friend of his, one Floon Blagmar, from the Zenithar's Guild. You did. You rescued him. And in the meantime, you also rescued Renaer Neverember, who looks remarkably like Floon Blagmar. And the two were mistaken for each other. Renaer is the son of Lord Neverember, who was a previous Open Lord of Waterdeep, who is the one who embezzled this 500,000 gold coins and hid them somewhere in Waterdeep. But Renaer claims to know nothing about it. And he is, he hates his father, as far as you know, and it seems like that's all true. Okay, so then the second adventure you guys played was, you got your manor in Trollskull Alley. You got up and running. You went over the ghost of Trollskull Manor. You rescued Uza's cat from some gazers. You met Vajra Sefahar, the Black Staff. You met Mert, the moneylender. You met Maxine, a talking draft horse. You discovered that Yagra Stonefist is a member of the Zentarum. Yagra was the woman you rescued from, well, you didn't rescue because she was kind of beating on the guys attacking her, but who you helped fend off some Zenithar's Guild at the very start of the campaign. You met Davil Starsong, who's a gold elf leader in the Zentarum, who told you that another Black Network gang has recently infiltrated the city and tried to take over the Zenithar Guild. They failed, and that set off a war in the streets between the Zenithar Guild and the Zentarum. You sought out Lamb in a cave in the side of Mount Waterdeep, an old monk, and he told you, quote, "Evil's twin hides its face for now. Expect that to change before winter's end." You met a young bronze dragon named Zelipharn, who was scouring Deepwater Harbor for lost treasure. You were sent there to find out what his motives were, and he was unclear about his motives. You weren't able to tell exactly what he's doing there. You defeated Emic Froon, a salty northerner who was a business rival of yours, and who hired some were-rats to take care of you guys. Then, the last adventure. So you were in Troll Skull Manor when a fireball exploded in the street right outside your manor. And in that explosion, a gnome named Dalakar was killed. You found out he was attempting to bring the Stone of Galore to you. He had it in his possession. And he was killed in a fireball that was thrown from a necklace of fireballs by a Nimblewright. He was being followed by the Zent Urstel Floxen, who survived the fireball and took the stone. You tracked Urstel and the Nimblewright back to a manor of a noble family in town. You snuck in to find the noble family at war with the gang of Zentarum. In the battle, you helped defeat the Zentarum and helped the noble family. But then the lady of the noble family had the chief Zentarum, who was Urstel Floxen, who was the one who stole the Stone of Galore. She had him killed before your eyes and before you could question him. And during the fight, the Nimblewright left the manor and, as far as you think, took the stone with it, maybe at the behest of the noble lady. You tracked the Nimblewright to a ship in the dock ward. You talked to the ship's captain, one Zardoz Zord, who assured you the Nimblewright he owned was not the one who threw the fireball. You tracked down and defeated another Nimblewright in a dark alley in the dock ward. And on it, you found a map with a name and a location written in the hand of the lady of the manor who you helped save. And the name on it was Veneris Storm Castle, and it had an X in the trades ward. So that's where we ended, and that's what you're picking up. So you're basically hot on the trail of the Stone of Galore. That this gnome, Dalakar, was bringing to you when he was intercepted and killed by either the Zentarum or the Nimblewright. You're a little confused about the exact details. And you did track down the Nimblewright, and he had this note. So, before we start, go ahead and purchase any gear you want to buy, and then we'll launch into it.
I have no money to purchase gear, so
Perfect.
Perfect. That's it.
Perfect. All right.
that's what happens when you start as third level.
Yeah. Anyone have anything new on their character at 4th level they want to... Actually, let's do some quick intros, because half of you don't know the other half. So, Mischief, why don't you go first?
Mischief, his proper name is Lady Ariana Nartha. She is the adopted daughter of the Nartha noble family. She is a tiefling. She has rejected her family for reasons that she doesn't really get into, and now makes a living stealing from the rich to give to the poor. She does have a code that she will not kill, and that which is really odd for an assassin.
Playing out.
That's exactly right.
Do.
Do is a very short gnome, I guess tall for gnome standards, but he was down in the tunnels. He's a deep gnome, saw a lot of death during his time trading, started to love death, and became a monk of the Long Death Way, and just kind of going around. He likes a little bit of money, so he found himself in Waterdeep.
All right, next we have Yoharo.
Yoharo, last name is Clovergrove. He's named after a family grove that the family raised clover and sold it. He made some kind of tourist attraction out of it, almost telling people that there was a pot of gold and a leprechaun attracted by these four-leaf clovers in the grove. But there was an incident, and he left to go track down a person who was not too appreciative of that ruse. Found himself in Waterdeep and has been exploring since.
Trained in deception, persuasion, disguise, everything necessary to trick people. All right, and last, Filch.
Filch looks different than the token, because the token's definitely a girl.
I know.
Filch is very, very, but, old enough to adventure, surely. He grew up on the streets of Waterdeep as an orphan and was taken in by various different groups. He is an adept pickpocket and thief, and yeah, he's a bit of a charmer when he needs to be, but for the most part, fairly skittish around the big folk who get mad when guys his size get under.
So you four are hot on the trail of the Stone of Glory, which will lead to riches beyond any you could imagine. Any noble of Waterdeep would be very jealous of the information you possess. You come to the Trades Ward and to an alley where the X marks the location of Fenris Stormcastle. The alley that you come to... Well, first of all, it's autumn, and it is howling. The wind is blowing and whistling through the streets. Your cloaks are cracking in the wind. You're having to hold on to any hats and stuff that you might carry. You know, shooting a bow in this kind of weather is going to be difficult. In fact, all ranged attacks will have disadvantage. And ducking into this alley, you look for a little bit of respite from the wind. And this is what you see when you get there. Okay, so the buildings bordering the alley are 30 feet tall, about 3 stories. You see a couple of stone buildings, nondescript stone buildings in the center of the alley there. And no one else is here. But as you guys are walking down looking for a door into these buildings, go ahead and set up whatever march order you want to have with your lead guys somewhere in the location where you just put your minis. And you'll be heading to the east and looking at these buildings here.
Is the environment such that we could be sneaking along?
Oh yeah, you could be, if you're like right next to a building, you can be like dodging between windows and stuff like
sneak
that.
attack.
Okay.
Suppose I can try it. I've got some medium armor on. That's gonna
Same.
got less luck.
Okay, Yoharo. When you come around the corner, you can see the end of the alley. You see it sloping up pretty steeply to a higher street on the other side, where it must come out, when a cart laden with apples comes careening down. Riding on the cart is a tiefling boy with an eye patch screaming, "Look out! Look out!" And he comes barreling towards you, Yoharo, in this wagon full of apples. Need you to make a dexterity saving throw DC 10 to dive out of the way. Or you could bodily stop it if you want to try and help him.
Yeah, I think I'll dive out of the way and help him after it crashes.
Okay. Well, no such luck. You do bodily stop him. You take, let's see here. You take 7 points of bludgeoning damage and you're knocked prone. After plowing through you and down the street, just a short distance, the cart flips on its sides, sending apples tumbling down the alley. The tiefling boy is thrown from the cart, but not seriously hurt. Behind him come running 2 other little children. So you got this tiefling boy with the eye patch and the sword, and he's picking up his sword off the ground and dusting himself off. And you see a portly little boy come running down the street, winded. And beside him, like a 9-year-old girl, you think, running beside the boy. And they're saying, "Squidly, Squidly, are you okay?" Yoharo, you're able to stand up. Squidly kind of sheepishly looks at you and looks down at the ground and says, I'm sorry about that.
What seems to be the problem here?
So you see it's an apple cart, and you don't think these urchins, from the looks of them, would like own an apple cart. So it's highly likely they stole it, and they were pushing it down the alley, probably, and then maybe lost control of it down the steep alley to the east. So that's what you think happened.
Some more thieves. Might fit right in with the group here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, might have 7 party members when we're all done. As you guys are standing there looking at them and they're looking at you, you hear some kids coming, and they're just making a racket. And they're all dressed in costumes. Kobold costumes, goblin costumes, Batiri goblin costumes, and such. And they're kidding and joking and playing. And one of them says, "Squidly," as he comes down and sees him. And Squidly turns and looks at him, says, "Who's that?" Then, all of a sudden, they start complaining about their tummies. He says, They kind of surround Squidly. "I had way too much candy. My stomach really hurts. Who are these big folk?" Looking around at you guys. Squidly says, I don't know. I almost ran this one over, though. Do you guys want to say anything?
We have no.
We have no candy. They have bags full of candy, it looks like, that they're hauling around.
I'd like your candy.
"You can't take any of our candy," one of the boys says.
We wouldn't take your candy, little boy.
Oh,
All right.
it's all
Well,
of it.
you don't want any of those apples, Squidly. You should come with us. We can get more candy. And then they start departing the alley to the east. And then I need you all to make a perception check. You can roll it normally. So click your token and click wisdom. You got a 15, Yoharu, you got a 12, Filch, you got a 13, Mischief got a 15. Okay. So, all of a sudden, all the kids start to act kind of strange, and some of you might as well. Let me just check something real quick. 10-foot radius sphere. Who's there? Okay. Mischief and Yoharu, I need to make DC 12 wisdom saving throws. So with Mischief, something is clouding your mind, and you don't think it's just the hollering kids and screaming little kids. And Yoharu all of a sudden starts to act really strange. The kids all around start to act strange as well. And let's see here. This will be Squidly. Oops. Gotta get used to the new die roller here. Just gotta hover, not click. Squidly got a 16. Kid 1, Kid 2, Kid 3. Oh wow, those kids are good. Okay. So all of a sudden, this kid to your southwest, Mischief, swings that sack full of candy at your head. And everyone roll initiative.
Oh no.
Now they lost track of you, Filch, so you can start hidden, assuming you make a good hide check. The rest of you were kind of all around them, though. Oops, I rolled
Do you
for
want me to make another hide check for back?
Yeah, go ahead and make another hide check. And I re-rolled your initiative, Mischief, so type back in whatever you had initially. And Yoharu, too, sorry. So Yoharu, you can type back in your 21.03. Mischief, you can type back in your 22.02.
So were you saying I was charmed in some fashion for this failed wisdom save?
Maybe, yeah. Just a second, let me check something else for Jinx. He failed. Oh no, doesn't matter. He gets initiative though. And Jinx. Okay. Okay, Mischief. So, some spell was obviously cast, but amongst all the screaming kids, hollering kids, you don't know if one of them cast it or if someone cast it that you didn't see around a corner or where exactly it came from. But you felt it in your mind. Yoharu's acting strange, and the kids are acting strange as well. So what do you want to do? One kid's going to attack you as soon as his turn comes up.
All right.
And if you recall, the kids were all complaining about how bad their tummies hurt.
I don't think I have. I am going to cunning action. So they have candy. He's going to swing the candy at me.
Bag full
I
of
think
candy.
I think somebody cast, but I felt like something cast a spell on me, right?
Certainly cast a spell on you, and maybe the whole group of them too, because Yoharo's acting
Okay.
strange all of a sudden.
All right. Well, I'm going to cunning action disengage.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'll go to there for right now. Do I see anything at this point?
Nope, nothing besides these kids here.
Okay. Actually, what I'm going to do is, sorry, I'm going to. Can I try to pickpocket to take away their bag of candy? Would that be something I could do with the pickpocket?
No, they're kind of like holding onto them really tightly.
Okay.
You could get some candy out of their bags though.
You headbutt.
I don't know that I want to punch a kid. Feel like that's a bad idea. If I thought it was see where I'm struggling with is I didn't eat any candy and somebody tried to cast a spell, so I think there's somebody around here maybe that's invisible. So I'm gonna back away and look around and see if I can't. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm gonna move back to here. So cunning action disengage, move back to here. I still have an action. Do I see or hear anything that
No,
might?
nothing else. Just the kids screaming, yelling, and fighting each other now.
All right. I'll ready an attack.
Okay. After mischief, Yoharu, roll a d10 for me, Yoharu. Practice the new roller. So on the new roller, or just single click on the double closed brackets. That'll take up a little bit less screen space. Next time you roll d10 with an 8, use your action to make a melee attack against a randomly determined creature within your reach. So I'm going to roll a d5 here, and I'm going to do it in reading order. I can't do a d5 except manually. Do this here. d5. All right. So you're attacking the kid to the south of you. So go ahead and make a weapon attack against that little kid. Poor kid. Oh, you cut him hard with the battle axe. 4 points of damage, drops him to the ground, bleeding to death.
Oh no!
That's minimum damage too.
I'm gonna leave him there in case. I'm gonna leave him there in case you can save him. See what else you do here. Use your action and make an attack, and that is it. Okay, and then you can make another saving throw. Wisdom saving throw again. Okay, you shake off whatever is in your head, and you are startled and confused that your axe is bloodied and there's a kid lying bleeding out at your feet. And that is the end of your turn. You were not affected by whatever sorcery has affected Yoharu. You witnessed him cut the kid down and then shake his head and come to his senses. And the kids all around you, well, not Squidly, but the other kids around you have these bags that they're getting ready to attack each other and attack you guys with. Bags of candy.
I look at Yoharu and I'm like, whoa, man. Calm down. Are any of the kids next taller than?
Are any of them taller than you? Squidly is, but the other ones are about your size.
Okay. He looks a little intimidating, but can I do a medicine?
Uh-huh. On who?
The one bleeding out on me.
Okay. Go ahead. It's a DC. Do you have a healer's kit?
Do I have a healer's kit? I don't think so.
Okay. Then it's a DC 10 medicine check. Boom. Okay. You stabilize the kid. He'll live. Although he'll have a bad scar. And then you can move too.
I'll stay there because I eye up Squibbly. I look up at his face and go, "You don't want to do that." Like in a calm adult voice.
You get inspiration for saving one of the kids, and your turn's over. And then Squidly, he disengages. He's like, I don't want any part of this. He goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and he yells to Nat and Jinx, "Let's get out of here!" And then Jinx I'm way ahead of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Literally.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then the kid dressed up as the Batari is like, oh, my tummy, it's killing me. And he swings his bag of candy at Yoharo. And let's see, that's a 19 to hit you, Yoharo. You want shield spell it, or you want to take it?
It's just candy. I think I'll take that.
Yeah, it can't be
Say
that
the
bad.
spell.
Can't be that bad. It is 3 points of bludgeoning damage. That kid's done. And the Nat's running for it. Actually, she readies an action. No, she won't. She'll be defensive. And she kind of protects Squidly. She says, I'll cover you. Run for it, Squidly. So she's done. And then the goblin kid is unconscious. And then the next Batari swings his club or his bag of candy at Yoharo. Does not connect. And then the kid, like the kobold, he goes chasing after Mischief. You want to let him have it, Mischief?
Yeah, I'll try to knock him out.
Poor little kid runs right up into you and smack him on the head.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Just
Oh yeah.
Ouch.
Non-lethal or lethal?
Oh yeah, non-lethal.
Non-lethal. Okay, so he's unconscious on the ground. Kobold's out. Filch's turn. What do you want to do, Filch?
Seeing what Mischief did, I'm gonna run up here to Queen. I'm sure she sees me before I get there. I'm gonna try to knock her out.
Okay.
Oof.
I need to make a DC-12 Charisma saving throw. Okay.
Oh, no.
So you run up to this kid, and all of a sudden you go to swing your sword and knock it out, and for some reason you stop, and you start praising the Goblin Queen. All hail the Goblin Queen! And you start dancing around the Goblin Queen, and that's the end of your turn.
That's awesome.
All right, then the Goblin Queen's turn. The Goblin Queen laughs and points at you, Filch. And I need you to make a... Let's see here. This is a Wisdom saving throw, DC 12. Okay, so you resist. She was doing something to your mind with the spell she just cast on you. And
I'm gonna holler out to everyone that she's casting spells.
Yeah, yeah.
Got it. So now you all know that round's over. The next goes Mischief.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Move to here.
Before you attack, let me know you're
Yeah.
attacking.
I am attacking.
Okay. Then make a DC 12 Charisma saving throw.
Made it.
Not bad. Okay. Now you can attack.
And I have a ally, so
You do.
sneak attack.
Boom. Nice damage. In response
7.
to another creature dealing damage to her, she uses a reaction to reduce the damage to 0 and regain hit points. All right. Y'all done, Mischief?
I'll use my cunning action to disengage.
Okay. Yoharo, your turn.
I think I'm gonna go stand right here.
If you
Try to
attack,
cast a dissonant.
if you do any spell that will hurt her, do damage to her, make a DC 12 Charisma saving throw.
Alright, we'll start with that.
Okay, now you can do your spell.
Well, Dissonant Whispers.
All right, that is 5 psychic damage. Has to use a reaction. Wisdom save for half. Okay, wisdom saving throw is... that is a 13. So takes 2 psychic damage.
Oh, she'd already used his reaction. That wouldn't have worked anyway.
Okay, so you did 2 psych damage to her, and anything else?
Nope, that'll be all.
Okay. Next to go is Dew.
She looks a little weird.
If you attack her, make a DC 12 Charisma saving throw.
Yeah, I got some really high charisma.
Okay, instead of attacking her, you praise her. Praising the Goblin Queen and how mighty she is in battle.
You
Yeah.
look fantastic.
And that's the end of your turn. Squiggly runs for it. Jenks runs for it. The Batari Kid. He is to the east of Yoharo. He swings his goblin or his candy sack at Yoharo and gets a 19 to hit Yoharo. Want to take it?
It's cutting words that.
Oh, you have cutting words? Creature you see makes an attack. Nice. Okay. That's a miss for sure. Batari's done. Nat's out. Goblin Kid is unconscious. Second Batari Goblin moves to here next to his queen and swings on Yaharo. That is a miss by a mile. Not only is a miss, but candy goes flying everywhere. Next is the Kobold Kid's unconscious, and then Filch, your turn. If you attack her, Charisma saving throw.
Yeah. Let's do some of that.
You got it. You can let her have it now. That's a hit. And she has no more reactions, so she can't turn it into no damage. And do you want to make it lethal or non-lethal?
Non-lethal.
You knock her unconscious.
Nice.
Nicely done. The kids are still complaining about how bad their tummies hurt, though. So Filch is done. The queen is unconscious. And Mischief, your turn.
Do the kids look like they are still crazy?
Yes, they're complaining about how bad their tummies hurt. They're still swinging those bags of candy around wildly, except for the southern one now is just swinging an empty bag around.
Okay. I'm not going to worry as much about the one with the... sorry, which one did you say was the empty one again?
The south one.
Okay. 2, 3. And she's unconscious. Okay, yeah. All right. And so I'm going to attack this one non-lethal.
That's a hit. And down it goes. Seriously down. Mischief's down. Yoharo, your turn.
Let's go for a non-lethal attack on the remaining kid.
Okay. That's a hit. And down it goes. All right, so you got 3 badly bruised and beat up kids lying unconscious on the ground. Or no, there's only 4. 4 lying unconscious on the ground. You got this, and they're all dressed as, goblins or kobolds or Batari goblins. One's a Batari goblin queen, and they're all unconscious there. The wind is howling. Nate and Jenks and Squiggly are nowhere to be seen, having run away. What do you guys want to do?
I'm going to take off the mask of the unconscious goblin queen and see if it's actually a kid.
So it is actually a goblin. Underneath the mask of the goblin queen is actually a male goblin.
All right.
Great.
And this was a Liar's Night encounter, so that's 10 candy corn too.
Sweet. Getting my skeletal mount.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they actually updated that, so it's not children anymore. It's actually goblins.
Oh, they changed all the children into goblins? I like it better as children. It gives you some incentive to have a moral struggle.
Not just cut them down.
Not just cut them down.
Yeah, I did it like 2 nights ago as they were actually goblins, and it was just simple. We just killed them all.
Yeah. Okay, so what do you want to do? You got 4 kids and 1 real goblin.
Tie up the real goblin.
Okay.
And wake. I would propose. I mean, I won't do it without everybody else agreeing, but I would propose we wake up the real goblin and see how to undo the whatever's affecting the kids.
I try to bandage up the real kids as best I can.
Okay. You can tell that they probably have been gorging on sweets. And you can make a medicine check, Filch.
Okay.
You are not trained in medicine, so you're not sure what exactly you can do to help them.
Maybe if they eat a bunch of these apples, they'd feel better.
Maybe.
An apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Yeah.
I'll just start plopping apples.
All right, so the kids are unconscious. You got the goblin tied up. You're in the alley looking for the X. Marks the spot. There's a stone building to your northeast. And what do you want to do?
We could take the real goblin to the guards, but we probably don't want to mention that we beat up children.
Well, and, so the X marks the spot is in this alley, Tom, is that right?
Yeah.
All right,
Yep.
well, I say we just, for now, leave these kids where they're at while we,
Kill the goblin. Good idea.
No, we shouldn't do that. But I like the idea of taking the goblin to the watch. But let's find this X marks the spot that we're looking for first.
Okay.
That's what I would.
Walking around the buildings, you see there's basically two buildings here. First, you walk down the garbage-filled alley and around the corner, and you see two doors. And one of the doors is standing open. It's a door to an old one-story windowless stone house with a slate roof, and the door is open, and the place has been ransacked. And inside you see painted in blood on the kitchen wall is a circle with 10 equidistant lines radiating outward from its circumference, the sign of Xanathar. And the first room there is a kitchen, a small kitchen with a fireplace.
So we're over by this door.
Yep.
Does the blood seem fresh?
Yeah. There's small pools of fresh blood, and those pools of blood were used to make the sign, and it happened within less than a half a day at least.
Is there any sign of the source of the blood?
No. There's the door, though.
Alright, well, I guess let's go in and maybe take a quick look at the door before opening it. Or open it, that works.
So the next room, oh yeah, you search it, you listen, nothing there. Then when you open it, it's just a plainly furnished bedroom. So you do a careful search of the whole place. You don't find any good clues as far as, except for the obvious that the sign of Xanathar is painted on the wall. But nothing to lead you to where whoever was here has gone, unfortunately.
I mean, the painted sign seems a little obtuse.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe.
When you eventually come back out and around the corner, you see there's a person leaning down over the children in the alley. Looks like a woman with silver hair and wearing robes. She doesn't notice you.
Is it apparent what she's doing?
Looks like she's trying to maybe help him, maybe heal him. But she's not using magic to do it. She's just, kind of straightening out their clothes and swabbing their foreheads, checking for fever, that kind of stuff.
I'm gonna walk down and talk to her.
Okay. Guys can all put you guys where you want to be when Mischief or when Filch heads down the alley. The woman stands up and turns and looks at you. And some of you may recognize her. Just a
I
second.
know her name.
A tall, graceful woman turns, her long silver hair billowing out from under her hood, driven by the autumn wind. "If you've come looking for Fenris Stormcastle, I'm afraid you're too late," she says. "It appears Xanathar has gotten to him first. Fenris had something in his possession that I desire. Perhaps you can help retrieve it."
So have you seen the sign of Xanathar in this house over here then as well?
I have. So those of you who know much about Waterdeep or have grown up here know that this is Laeral Silverhand, the open lord of Waterdeep.
Oh, whoa.
What happened to these children? Looks like they've been beaten up.
I point to the goblin. I said that goblin there had cast a spell on them, turning them crazy. They attacked each other.
Make a deception check.
It's technically true.
You're holding something back, she says. But never
They had
mind.
6 stomachs. They ate something. They
Yeah.
attacked us.
That I believe. I don't think it was just them that did these wounds, especially not this one. And she points to the one that was cut by the axe. And she looks at Yoharu's axe.
I try to hide that behind myself as she's looking.
Well, never mind. It looks like they'll be okay. At least you tended to them after whatever happened. So, will you be able to help me retrieve the possession I desire?
So was this Fenris? Was he taken by the Xanathar, or was he taken care of? And I do like a little cutting motion across my neck by the Xanathar.
Well, I don't know the answer to that. But I do know that the Xanathar Guild has a refuge fairly close by, in a cellar complex under the southern ward. I suggest you search for the stone there. And when you retrieve it, bring it to me at the Seven Mass Theater in the Dock Ward.
Is there anything more you can tell us about this item or why you need it?
You probably know as well as I do by now, given your adventures. It will lead us to the Vault of Dragons, where the 500,000 gold coins that belongs to the coffers of Waterdeep resides.
And if we help you find this stone, can you help these kids?
Oh yeah, I'm going to help them regardless.
So the rich are just wanting to get richer, is what you're saying?
She smiles.
Whereabouts is this Xanathar hideout?
She gives you the cross streets. She tells you there is a alley just to the north of there. And if you head down that alley, about 50 feet, you'll see a manhole cover that'll lead you, or actually no, a set of stairs that'll lead you down into the sewers. From there will be a couple of tunnels, and you'll want to head to the east. So with those directions, you think you can find it.
Okay.
Do you have any advanced knowledge of what we might find down there besides Xanathar operatives?
Probably gazers. Maybe if you're very unlucky, a mind flayer.
Now
But
wait here a minute. I've almost got eaten by one of their pets. That's not fun.
Oh, yes. Be very careful of the intellect devourers.
I was. It still almost ate me. Luckily for a long lost friend, I'm not dead.
Well, can you help me get these kids onto this cart? Once they're there, I'll go get the city watch, and they'll bring them somewhere safe.
Sure.
Okay. So you guys help her load up the kids onto the cart, and then she says, "Good luck. Remember, find me at the Seven Masks Theater in the Dock Ward when you have the stone." And then she leaves. Okay. So, would you guys? She leaves. Sure enough, City Watch shows up very shortly thereafter, and you guys can kind of shift away into the shadows before they get there, but they don't stop and question you if you're still there. She must have told them that you guys had nothing to do with it. So now what?
Should we keep searching this area in case there are any clues that she missed?
So you've searched thoroughly that stone house that had the door open. Anything else you want to look at?
And
How
the
does
other
it seem
houses?
like this? Yeah, this other building here. How is it related to the stone house we searched?
So the door to the north is nondescript, and there's no markings on it. But the door to the east, on the alley itself, has a storefront sign, and it is Uzziah's Umbrellas is the name of the sign. Definitely not something you'd want to have in a day like today, though.
It's a whole store that just sells umbrellas.
Yeah.
Their business has got to be pretty swingy. But should we go in the front door? It's a business, so it's not really a place I go in back door and without reason.
Sure.
Okay.
Maybe she saw something.
Yeah, there you go. Inside the front door is a coat room. And then there's another door deeper into the building there. Let's see. Do I have this? Yeah, umbrella store. Uzziah's Umbrellas. All right, cool. All right, so you open the door inside deeper in?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. So the showroom has racks displaying umbrellas of all types, and there is a single person there, a shopkeeper, and he says, "Why, hello. Can I interest you in an umbrella?"
Greetings. I'm not sure that it's currently raining, so I think I'll pass on that, but I'll definitely keep this in mind for next time.
Well, you'll never know when you need it till it is raining, so I suggest you buy one now and take it with you.
I'm actually more curious about the neighborhood here and Fenris Stormcastle. Have you heard of him?
Fenris Stormcastle. I can't say I have, no. Do you know what he looked like?
Unfortunately, I do not, but I believe he had something to do with the building next door to yours.
Oh. Well, I did see a big man with graying hair. Looked like he'd been in a lot of fights. Kind of kept to himself, though. Just moved in recently. Why? Something happened?
It certainly looks like something happened next door. Have you heard any sounds or
No.
anything coming from over there?
Can't say I have over this gusting wind, and the wind's howling in the street. I can't say I've heard anything. Are you sure you don't want to buy an umbrella?
How much do you want for an umbrella?
1 gold dragon will buy you a very fine umbrella. Here.
Does that
and
seem
it seems like it
exorbitant?
might be exorbitant for an umbrella, but he proceeds to show you some of his finest umbrellas.
I mean,
can I try to do a what is my oh no, never mind. I'm not much of a thief, so I'm not going to try to steal from him.
You're more of an assassin who doesn't kill people.
That's exactly right.
do you have? I mean, these seem like fancy umbrellas. Do you have any umbrellas for normal people?
Oh well, I got this. He's got some over here for a silver gold piece or a silver coin.
Do you ever hide stuff in your umbrella?
No, I don't.
You know, like a sword or a knife.
Oh, you could. I never have though.
Sometimes it's good to have a knife.
He kind of looks at you like maybe you're a little off and takes a step back.
Oh, next time I need an umbrella, I'll probably use a box. But you have nice umbrellas.
All right, so what do you guys want to do now?
I think at this point I'd probably head out.
Okay, where do you want to go?
Actually, can I make an inside check on the shopkeeper? Was he trying to hold anything back?
Yeah, you do, and no, it didn't seem like he was. He's just an umbrella keeper.
I make a note to come back and rob his place later.
Okay. Okay, so you know where the Zenithar Guild refuge is. That's basically your only lead. You also know that Laerel, Silverhand, will be waiting for you at the Seven Mass Theater in the Dock Ward.
He told us to go to the southern ward.
Yes.
Go
Do you want to go to the refuge, the Xanathar Guild refuge?
head east.
Right. Do you want to go there?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. There you go.
If we see a store on the way, I'd like to buy a healer's kit.
Okay, you can.
I will as well. I
move.
I started with 25 gold, so that's enough for a healer's
Good move.
I
Want to
know.
buy mine too?
Good move. Okay, I'm gonna grab your guys, move you to the Xanathar Guild refuge. Ba-ba-ba-ba. You find the alley that Laryl described, and you find the stairs going down just as she described, and you find at the base of those stairs a doorway. And the doorway, let's see here. The stone steps descend to a locked, iron-bound wooden door with a sign mounted on it that reads, in common, "Sewer access, authorized city officials only." So the door's locked. What would you like to do? Hopefully you see your guys right here.
I will attempt to pick the lock.
Okay.
Sure, you know what you're doing.
You want to?
I could,
Do you want to assist?
I have
Filch?
a +6 to my thieves tool.
I could help. Yeah.
Okay.
I would
Make
block.
the check with advantage, Mischief. All right. Yes, you guys easily unlock the access to the sewers, and there is a sewer tunnel heading north and south. To the south, you see a tunnel heading east, as described. So to the south, the tunnel that heads east. There's a stone bridge that spans that tunnel, so you'll have to hop off of the walkway or off the bridge into the tunnel. And there's unfortunately no walkway on that arterial passage, so you'll be trudging through sewage.
That sounds like a place to go after we've found no other way.
Okay, yeah, you go north and south as far as you can go and see no other signs of an eastern passage.
Well, I guess it's time to get stinky.
All right.
They were just 3 feet deep.
It is.
Oh.
You might need to get a ride.
The gnome.
I am 3'4", so
Yeah, someone can help carry you down there if you guys want.
You got 4 inches of clearance. Keep your nose above it.
very, very nice. Very nice. Does anyone have a couple bricks I can tie to my shoes?
Who got the stilts? I forgot who got the stilts.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I
God.
Has stilts.
I got those stilts. You can borrow those.
Nice.
I'm gonna borrow this stilts. That is awesome.
Oh, it's amazing.
All right. Takes you a minute to put them on. It increases your height by 2 to 5 feet because they're adjustable.
We'll go 2 feet.
All right. So you go trudging through the sewage on your stilts, and the rest of the party walking knee-deep sewage. Down the passageway, about 40, 50 feet or so, there is a little ledge on the south edge of it. And Yoharo, you notice the outline of a couple of poorly hidden secret doors, one to the north and one to the south. I'll draw a little notch in the map here so you can see where those are at. They are where I drew that little notch right here. So there's a door to the north and a door to the south, and you see further down the tunnel which is dark, by the way, so you guys will need to have your own light. A door also to the south, this one not hidden at all. None of the doors have any markings on them at all.
I'll light up a lantern and carry the around.
Okay. All right, Yaharo, you got the light. Which door you want to go through? And I'll assume, unless you tell me otherwise, you guys always want to search for the doors for traps.
Yeah.
And listen at the doors. And Yoharo's best at both of those, but some of you others are also trained at perception. So Yoharo, you'll make the checks, and you'll make them with advantage.
All right, and then as a last resort, I'll cast Mage Hand to open the doors while standing back in case of trap.
Okay. Okay, so you got 2 secret doors and 1 regular door. Which of those 3 do you want to... First, you check them all, I assume. No traps on any of them and no noise behind any of them.
No noise.
I guess we have to walk down this way first, huh?
Yeah. Make a perception check for me, Yaharo, and this will be with advantage. Alright, so that is a 22 perception. The only distinguishing thing about any of the doors is the northern secret door. And there is a strange smell, even more overpowering and musky than the sewage that you're walking through. Coming from beyond the door.
We should check the other doors first.
All right, let's go through the south secret door first then.
Okay. Put everyone where you want to be when you open the south secret door.
And can I be hiding as he opens it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can all be hidden.
Not well.
You happy where you're at? Okay.
I'm trying to figure that out. Yeah, I'm good there.
All right. Just getting used to the stilts, right?
Yep, they're hard to walk in the sewage.
I can imagine.
I've never been 5 foot tall.
All right. Okay, so you open that south secret door into a room of quite a few people. From the looks of them, Duergar, dark dwarves to the left and right, a beholder about the size of a grapefruit with 4 eye stalks floating in the air in about the middle of the room. The far right-hand corner of the room is a mechanical contraption of a beholder. And it's lying on the ground, and kneeling over it is another dwarf, not a deep dwarf, and he's cursing up a storm in Dwarven, working on it. He's got a big wrench, and he's tinkering with it. And as the door opens up, it creaks with a metallic grinding noise, and the dwarves and the gazer and the other dwarf turn and look at you. And they say, "Who are you?"
Greetings, I'm Yoharo.
Yoharo, you should not be here. Go back whence you came.
What is here?
And that was this Duergar. He kind of like steps in front of the door and says that. It's none of your business. You close. He starts reaching for the door to close it. He starts pushing it closed.
Yeah, I'll stick my foot in the door for a moment and say, hold up.
He looks at you, glowers, and reaches for his mace. Roll initiative. All right. Okay, you are first to react.
I heard what he did. What was his action? Pulled out something.
Yoharo says they're drawing weapons, so you know they're
Okay.
drawing weapons.
I would just run up, stand there, and I notice it's a Duergar who we've already almost died from,
Yep.
and stab really hard.
Definitely members of the Xanathar Guild as far as you're concerned. You connect easily with your spear, doing 7 points of piercing to that dwarf.
Then I kick him in the nuts with my. Well, I guess I can. I knee him. I knee him in the. He's my size. I knee him in the face. What up?
He knocks that aside with his shield.
Wait. What was the? To do the hard corner, did I have to use extra moves to get through Yohara?
Let's see. You started by Philip, so it was you were here.
Okay.
So it was 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4 to Yoharo, 5 to here.
And then so.
Be 6, 7 to Yoharo, and 8 to the east or west of Yoharo. But you got enough speed for that. You got speed of 9 squares.
Yeah, I'll go back here.
Okay. All right. Then Yoharo, your turn.
This room looks perfectly suited for a fairy fire.
Nice.
Let's light up
It
that
is
area.
perfectly suited for that. Okay, so that's a saving throw of mobile feat for him. 13 dex. Okay, Duergar in reading order. Dex saves. 1. Advantage save for spells. Illusion, charm, paralyze. Illusions. None of those, so no advantage on that. Fail, fail, fail. Then we got a gazer. Picture of our gazer here. He made his save. Then we got Thorvin. Picture of Thorvin for you. He goes to make his dex save. He fails it. So lit up is everyone except the gazer. So the little purple light will be lit up with fairy fire. And Yoharo, put a lightning bolt symbol on you so we know you're concentrating on the fairy fire. And what else do you want to do, Yoharo?
Have the new teammates mentioned, are they ranged attackers, melee?
I'm melee. Mischief is melee.
You've seen that
That's
Filch has a rapier and a bow.
I'll step back so there's some access to the enemies.
Awesome.
Yoharo is done. All right. Next to go is Thorvin. Thorvin immediately dashes to the south. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. From that doorway, you could have seen what was down that direction a little ways. So you could have seen there to there. Looks like there's some stairs that way that he might be running towards. Alright, so he was here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You see him running up the stairs, fumbling for a key. It looks like there's a door at the top of those stairs in that room. And after Thorvin is Mischief.
Okay, gonna go 1, 2, 3. Move to here. I'm gonna attack him, and since he hasn't gone yet, I have advantage.
Nice. That's a 14 missed.
Okay, I'll use my bonus action when disengage.
Okay. After Mischief, the Gazer goes. So the Gazer, it flies over to... Well, actually, from there it can see Yaharo. Can't see anyone else, though, so it just shoots one eye ray at you, Yaharo. 2 rays targets. Oh, he can do both at you. Okay, so the first ray at you, Yaharo, is telekinetic, so he smashes you against the wall behind him. No effects, so no need to roll a save. But then a frost ray comes shooting your way, square at your head. 12 dex save to negate. Ooh. Take 15 cold damage, Yoharo.
Let's use the lucky feat on that.
Okay. Click the button and it'll roll it for you. Still, I don't think you made it, unless you're +4 on your dex saves.
Nope, that didn't work.
Okay.
15, you said?
15 cold, yep. So Yoharo's face and head covered in frost. The Gazer then...
The con save.
Oh,
no.
Oh, gee.
Oh,
Let's
no.
use another lucky chart.
Okay.
Oh no.
You might make it with that. Let's see, what's your con bonus? Yeah, +2, you made it.
And you have inspiration as well.
Remember, I always have you do the inspiration before your rolls, so not after.
Yeah.
Okay, so the gazer, it just kind of dances around, glaring at you, Yaro, and it just stays right there after its turn's done. Then the Duergar's turn. All right, the first Duergar, he will disappear from sight.
Even while lit up by fairy fire?
Oh, no, he won't do that. Thanks, forgot about that. He will 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He just comes rushing on out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, he'll just come to here and hurl a javelin at Yaharo. Yaharo, you... Ooh, armor class 22. You can shield it if you want.
Yeah, let's do so.
Okay. So, shield knocks it aside. That guy is done. Filch, your turn.
All right, I'm gonna. Filch is gonna go 1, 3, 4, 5.
Remember, I'll just, for everyone else's benefit too, you only have to go this far if you're doing a ranged attack, because you can take it from the corner of your square.
Now, if I was shooting the one directly south, though, would being
He'd
here
have no cover.
take away?
He'd have no cover
No
if you
cover
shoot from there, yeah.
All right, perfect.
Because you get to
Okay.
pick the corner of your square to shoot from.
Oh, yes, understood. I will come here and I will short bow with advantage. So 13.
13 does not hit.
Oh. And then I will bonus to dash.
After Filch is the next Duergar, this guy here. He will come over to here and hurl a javelin, also Yaharo, whose armor class is through the roof right now, and has cover from this position, so a 23 actually misses. Because I think
Wow.
you're armor class 25 with cover, right? Yep.
Yep.
Then the last of the Duergars charges out, swings his war pick at Yaharo, also missing. Rounds over. Do your turn.
No.
19 with the spear is a hit for 8 piercing.
Knee to the face.
19 or 18 with the knee is a hit for 4 bludgeoning.
Nice.
That fairy fire is nice.
Yeah. And back up.
Do you want to provoke?
I'm mobile.
Oh, you're mobile, that's right. Yoharo, your turn.
I better start with a bonus action healing word to fix my injury.
Ooh, that's
Not
a lot
great,
of
but it's a little
ones.
something. And let's swing a battle axe to this guy.
17 hit for 4 points. Okay. Yoharo's done. Thorvin's running for it. Mischief, your turn.
All right. Going to take a step up. Attack. 17 hit
Sure does.
for 14 damage.
Dropped the guy.
And then I am going to use my... Take a step back and use my cunning action to hide.
Very good. Okay, let's pause right here. The gazer will come when we come back, and we're going to take a break
Not well.
for 5 minutes. We'll come back at 16 after the hour.
I'm actually going to take one more step back. Okay.
Okay. Back in combat, you knock the Duergar out. Got that. Mischief. It's lying face down in the sewer, so you have to get to him pretty quick to save him. The Gazer, it comes out. Shoots an eye ray at Do, an eye ray at Mischief. First one's on Do. Do, it does a dazing eye ray at you. That's a DC 12 wisdom save to negate. No problem. Does a frost ray at you, Mischief. That's a DC 12 dex save to dodge. No problem. Then it ducks back behind the Duergar there. It's done. Then the next Duergar goes. He comes out. 1, 2, 3. Sure of himself. He can do better than his friend did. Swings his war pick at Yaharo. 17 does not get through Yaharo's regular armor. Then Filch, your turn.
Which will move through the gnome and shoot the Duergar. Attempt to shoot.
21 hit.
Oh my.
20 points of damage as you put a big gaping hole in the side of the Duergar's head.
It didn't work.
It ducks, dodges, turns, looks at you, looks back towards the room. The other Duergar, seeing his buddy get hammered, he starts backing up. He backs up to the staircase here. Actually, yeah. No, he goes to here. And then you see him grow in size. And he's done. Next to go is Do.
Here. Stabby stab.
Do hits him with the spear for 4, almost cutting him down. He's barely hanging on now.
Got a headbutt.
17 knocks him down. 2 Duergar
Nice.
lie in the sewage at your feet.
And I look a little bit healthier with that knockdown.
Oh yeah, you got the long death thing going?
Yeah, he is dead. I was gonna move in the room, but now I can see a giant Duergar.
Yeah.
The last time that happened was deadly. So I'm gonna back up.
Okay. After Do is Yaharo.
I think we're going to do a Hexblade's Curse on the Dazer and do an Eldritch Blast at it.
All right. Oh. Nice.
Very nice.
So that's a crit for 5, 6, 7, 8. Plus you do extra damage too, right? Add proficiency to damage. So 9,
Right.
10. Boom. Okay.
I'm fairly injured. I might move out a bit.
All right. After Yoharo, I'm going to take Thorvin out because he's out of there. Mischief, your turn. You're muted if you're talking.
Sorry, I was. My wife was talking to me. If I'm standing here, can the Duergar see me from there?
Negative.
Okay, but the Gazer can, right?
Correct.
Okay, but not from there. So I'm gonna
Right.
stand right. I'm gonna stand right there, and I'm gonna ready an attack.
All right. So the Gazer comes into where you can see him. You can take your ready attack if you want. You can also
No,
make.
hold on.
You don't want to. Okay, he comes there. He's shooting his eye rays. One at you, Mischief, and one at Do.
Okay.
First one is at Do. For telekinetic ray, Do make a DC 12 dex save as the thing tries to push you back and off your stilts. Holy cow! You go sliding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 all the way to the far wall. And then on you, Mischief, I'll re-roll. And that'll be the first number I roll. It's a 2, so that's the fear ray. DC 12 wisdom save to negate as you feel waves of fear washing over you.
I'm feared.
They overpower you. Put like a broken heart symbol on your token, and then the Gazer backs up after shooting those to there, and he is done. Filch, your turn.
Filch. Gonna step up here. Bonus to hide. Ready a short bow.
Duergar goes defensive. Do your turn.
Am I on the stilts or not?
You're on him still, yeah.
Okay. And I will move up here and throw a dart at.
That's 10 squares, 50 feet, but you can throw a dart from here. That's 9 squares, 45 feet.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, because Filch is difficult terrain.
Oh, yeah. So, okay. He wasn't.
All right, so fire away. Oh, yeah. You got the gazer, right?
Yep.
All right. You pin that thing to the back wall. It is dead. Anything else to do?
Nope. That's all I
All
got.
right. After do, Yoharo, your turn.
Alright, so I just got 4 hit points back from the cursed target going down.
Nice.
Let's stand here and Eldritch Blast the Duergar.
It's a double crits.
Another crit.
Wow.
He's defensive, but you got fairy fire, so it's the first number, and that's 18 points damage to him. And here's a concentration check for him. He's still large. Yoharo's done.
Yep, that's my turn.
Okay. Mischief, your turn. Yeah, you can take the heart symbol off because nothing to be afraid of anymore. And you're muted if you're talking.
Sorry. Rapier crit.
Holy cow.
Wow.
11
Down it goes.
and non-lethal.
You see something peek around the corner. Make a perception check for me. All right. You saw something move the direction that Thorvin fled, but it ducked
Okay.
back around the corner.
Well, I still have my bonus action and 1 space of movement, so I'm gonna cunning action dash.
Okay.
So that's 1.
All right. Pause. Let's see. Let's pause back right there. And it's kind of a whole new encounter here for everyone. So, everyone roll initiative, please.
Do I get the rest of my movement, Tom, or am I?
If you beat him on initiative, you'll get to move a lot.
Okay.
This is better than them being ready for you to appear where you just appeared.
That's fair. That's fair. I just wanted to make sure because I did not beat them in initiative.
Okay, so you come around the corner. I didn't even describe the previous room you're in. So the previous room is, let's see here, a rubble-filled cellar. The wall collapsed, creating a larger space out of 2 smaller rooms. The air is heavy with dust, and the floor is strewn with rubble, refuse, and rat droppings. And then the room you just entered is a sunken cellar. An unlocked iron door is set into the east wall. I guess you wouldn't know it's unlocked yet. You don't see a lock on it. A crumbling stone staircase against the south wall climbs up to a landing where a wooden door is held shut by a chain and a padlock which has been undone by whoever fled through it just seconds ago. To your right, there's some stairs going up to another room. And in this room is a Duergar. Seated in a stone chair and attended by 3 kobolds. And the kobolds are like all, they look like lackeys. And they look like they've been whipped and flogged and beaten. And they're all cowering and cowardly and backing away as soon as they see you approaching Mischief, but also not backing away towards the Duergar because it looks like they're afraid of him. So the first person to react is Filch. Go ahead, Filch.
All right, so Filch had a 28 on stealth.
Nice.
He's gonna run up, and as soon as she sees as soon as he sees the corner of that kobold, gonna take a shot at him.
Fire away.
Maybe hidden, maybe not. I don't know.
24 is a hit. 10 kills the kobold.
And then keep moving.
All right. Then the next kobold goes. This one here. It backs away into the corner and dodges. And then the Duergar, he says, bow before me.
Ooh.
As he grows in size. Yoharo, your turn.
Let's start running forward. 15, 20, 25, 30. So from here, I can see the bottom of him, right? And shoot it without cover.
Yoharo, let's see. Yeah, you can definitely see the bottom of him, but you can't see all of that bottom square, so therefore he would have cover. Plus your allies in the way too.
Alright, well, let's sling an Eldritch Blast anyway.
Okay. 11 does not connect. Do your turn.
Is that 5 or
That's
Is
10.
that 5?
It's a hard corner, so it's 10.
just making it? I tap Mischief on the shoulder and say, "Do you want to be in front, back?" Mischief.
Mischief. Josh.
Yeah, what's up?
I tap you on your shoulder before moving
Oh.
past you. Do you want to be in front or behind?
I would rather be behind.
Okay, screw it.
If I had a choice. If you're giving me a choice in the matter.
I'll come here, and I will throw a dart at this kobold.
Missed him. Mischief, your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4 to here. Attack this guy here. He hasn't gone yet, so I have advantage.
Poor kobold.
Oh no.
And
Just cowering. You can see his
God.
little lower kobold lip quivering as he looks up
And
at
I'll-
you with doggy eyes.
I'll just knock him out. And then I'll cunning action disengage to here.
All right. After Mischief, the round's over, and Filch, your turn.
Right, bonus to hide.
Oh, wait, Filch. Back up to
Oh,
where you were,
sorry.
because at the start of that round, some new combatants show up.
Right row.
From around the corner, I didn't draw the room. Should draw what you can see. The room continues around the corner there. 2 goblins show up
Oh.
at the start of the round, so let me roll their initiatives. You still beat them, but you might want to attack them or someone else. Okay, go ahead, Filch. And you can keep that hide check you made.
Perfect. Is this a hard corner right here?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that? No, it's not.
1, 2, 3. I'm gonna take a shot at the Duergar.
Okay. This will be at advantage. That's a hit. 8, 9 is 17. Concentration check DC 10. Oh, Duergar is no longer large. Shrinks back down in size. After Filch is the goblin. Comes running on up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to here. Attacks Yoharo with a scimitar. Missing, nimble escaping. To disengage to 6. He's done. Kobold's turn. He is just cowering in defense. Duergar's turn. He, let's see, who knocked him down? Is Filch. He goes here, here, here. Swings that war pick at Filch.
Yeek.
Missing Filch in his fury. Do your turn.
Ooh, stabby stab.
16 hit for 10 piercing. Nice damage. Still standing though.
And then headbutt.
Ooh, that just bangs off his shield.
That hurts.
Yoharo, your turn.
Let's step up to this goblin that tried to attack and fight back.
That's a
and miss.
miss. He ducks underneath the battle axe swing. Mischief, your turn.
All right.
I'll go kind of quick and not let you finish your turn, but as the next person's going, if you had extra move to do or something like that, go ahead and do it. Just let me know if you ever provoke. Okay, Mischief, go ahead.
Rapier attack. That's an 18 for 7.
Ooh, not the best hit you ever got.
Yeah, and then for my cunning action, I am going to disengage.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. 2 right there.
All right, the next goblin comes charging forward at Yaharo, swinging his scimitar wildly, critting
Ooh.
10 slashing damage to the Yaharo.
Ouch.
Can you cutting words a crit?
4. You cannot. No.
Well,
1, 2, 3, 4.
How much damage you say that was? 10?
10. Let's see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Disengaging, 5, 6, back around the corner. Giggling as he does. Filch, your turn.
Filch is gonna drop his bow, grab his knife.
This dwarf's not unlike a lot of bullies you faced before. 17's a hit, 8 drops him to the ground.
See anything in here? Cunning action high.
After Filch is Goblin. Goblins are taking turns beating up on Yaharo. Somehow they're getting lucky on the attacks, so they don't know how hard he is to hit yet. Scimitar. 21 Yaharo.
Let's cutting words that.
Go for it. Oh, 20 still hits. So that's 6 slashing.
Can I use the luck feat after the cutting words?
Let's see here. I believe so. So the 14 replaces his attack roll, right?
Right.
I bet he still hits. He is +4, so that's an 18 to hit.
And does the cutting apply to that one, or is that just the original? I haven't played a bard before.
But before you know a success failure, immune if no crits. Good question. Subtract d6 from the roll. I think it'd only apply to the roll. Let's see, after roll, choose which to use. So yeah, you wouldn't be able to do it on. You could, if you'd done the cutting words after, you could have done it on that roll instead of the roll you did it on.
Right. Yep. That sounds fine.
Okay, so down goes Yaharo, I believe. The goblin goes dancing over to the side there. I'm gonna get you, he says to Mischief. Kobold's turn, he's cowering. Dew's turn.
Maybe not.
Oh, that's a hit. 5 points for the spear to the goblin. Wounds him good.
Knee to the face.
Oh, dropped him. Finish your move. Yaharo, death save. To do that, you click your token, then click the A18 button, the second one from your initiative, or the first one from your initiative. So that is 1 failure, so the red 1 indicates 1 failure. Yaharo's done. Mischief, your turn.
I got him.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm going to move up to here and attack the goblin.
Okay. 23 is a hit. Great. Down it goes.
That's non-lethal.
Okay. Because you don't kill people.
That's right.
I love it. Oh,
Character hates.
All right, Mr. Stun. Filch, your turn.
He's like, why you no kill him?
so I have never played a thief before, and as a bonus action, I can use an object with an object.
Yeah, you can do healing or healing with the healer's kit with a bonus action.
Cool. Then I'll do that.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna come down here and pick
All
up.
right, so Yaharo's you're stabilized. Then you come back to there. The kobold just cowers in the corner, shaking, shivering, not even making eye contact with you guys. He's like looking away, like a dog that did something bad.
Oh. Dear boy, dear boy.
The Duergar all lie dead. There's 4 of them lying dead. Searching their bodies, you find on the leader that the kobolds are cowering in front of a stone. It's
Oh.
gray and ovoid with streaks of black. And let's see. Let's see if that is all they carried on them. The mechanical beholder that's in the corner of the room you guys are all standing in now. Let's see here. It's got all sorts of gears and mechanisms and stuff like that. You could try to activate it. You don't know what it'll do if you do, though. You can try and turn it on. It'd be an intelligence check to try and turn it on.
Oh, Filch has to do that.
All right.
Far too curious.
Make an intelligence check, Filch. Boom! You do some little fiddling with it, and then all of a sudden the thing springs to life with whirring noises, and the eye stalks all go flying in every direction, and then dazzling lights shine out from the eye stalks. You guys are all ducking and diving and not to get hit by any of the eye rays, and after about a minute of that, it stops and goes back dormant again. There looks like to be like lots of like daggers in a pattern, like 4 daggers radiating out from a central pivot point in like 4 different locations underneath this thing. And there's another thing you'd think you can maybe, with another intelligence check, get those to turn on.
Oh, we gotta try this.
Yeah, absolutely. Boom! The daggers start whirring at super high speed, and the thing starts to lift up off the ground, and it floats about 5 feet off the ground, just hovering in the air there. The dagger is spinning very dangerously underneath it, giving it the thrust it needs to stay afloat.
I'm gonna move over to this other corner and see if by chance it follows.
It just hovers there, unfortunately. But you guys can definitely put in your logs that you activated a beholder float mechanism.
Beholder.
Yeah, you can even say you have that at the Troll Skull Manor, like in the common room.
Oh, we can like take it as I understand.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Okay. It doesn't hide any treasure inside it other than itself. So that's that. Now where to?
Did we see where Thorvin ran off to?
So Thorvin ran up these stairs through the door. That's at the top of the stairs. In the room where the Duergar was, it's got a flight of stairs that goes up to a door that had been padlocked, but he's opened it and left it just hanging from the door. And it goes out into an alley behind a boarded up tenement. And you see no sign of him looking down the alley.
Okay. But we have the stone with us.
You have the stone. Yep.
So I don't know, since I'm new to this group, if you guys had already made a decision on what to do once you got the stone. So I would defer to you.
You don't really, other than Lady Silver or Laurel Silverhand, I don't think we have anything to do with it, other than the kid. Whatever the kid's name is, honest, but he didn't say anything to do with it. He just said that it could find.
Well, Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
You just say find the treasure. So like Laurel's the only one who's really said, "Give me the stone because it's better for rich people."
Yeah. Well, that's what I say. Darn nobles are all alike. You can't trust them.
I really like money, so I don't want to give.
Yeah, I would say that we find this dragon hoard ourselves, and then give the money to those who actually need it.
Guys, they're never gonna let us take that money.
If it is given to the people, they cannot stop the people from taking it. The people will rise up if they try to take it from them.
We are part of the people, right?
Yes,
I think that goes without saying.
that does go without saying. Absolutely.
Okay, yeah. Just making sure because I like.
Guys, that's the open lord of Waterdeep.
Hey,
Yeah.
she's part of the patriarchy.
Yeah, and they always win.
I'm the clothes lord of Waterdeep.
Hashtag me too.
So Yoharo is unconscious on the ground at your feet as you're having this discussion. You want to do anything about that?
I can't, guys. We should get out of here because this place isn't very nice, and our friends hurt pretty good.
The only one with a healing spell is down.
Let's get him back to Troll Skull Manor.
You want to drag him out of there? Carry him,
Yeah.
carry him back through town. Okay. So you drag him out of there, carry him out through the sewers, back out to the streets, kind of do a Weekend at Bernie's thing with him to get him back to Troll Skull Manor. And eventually he regains consciousness and you're back to 1 hit point, Yoharo. So now you can join in the conversations about what to do with this stone. So if the stone is a magic item, you should be able to, with a short rest, attune to it. Or at least identify it, if it's not an attuning item. Or you could also do an identify spell. Those are the choices you have with the stone. Or take it to the Errol Silverhand.
Spending a rest checking it out doesn't sound like a bad idea.
I agree.
Okay, so you guys get a short rest in. You guys can spend hit dice and such if you like. And the stone seems to be mundane in all aspects. Nothing magical about it. Can't
But it's a
attune
puzzle.
can't attune to it. There's no secret compartments in it.
Hmm.
It doesn't twist or turn or come apart or anything. It's just a rock.
Do we think it's a fake?
It's just a rock.
And everything we've heard up to this point is that different from what we've heard? I mean, we know that the stone leads to the treasure somehow, but did we think it was magical? Did we have reason to believe that?
You believe it should have been magical because it was going to tell you where the vault was.
Wasn't sure if it would be like a stone that had a map carved into the bottom of it.
Right, yeah. I mean, even if it was that, you found nothing. No maps
Okay.
carved in it, no compartments in it.
So the whole entombment is kind of equal to an Arcana check, or would that be separate?
Yeah, you do Arcana checks on it, and basically you can roll a 20 automatically with enough time, and there's nothing magical at all about it. It's just a rock.
Okay, we got to find that damn dwarf.
Yep.
The Tartar guy.
Thorvin. Yeah.
Or someone.
We need to find either Fenris Stormcastle, if he's still alive, or Thorvin the dwarf, who was tinkering with the beholder, because he might know what's going on here.
So you don't know what became of Fenris, other than something about Xanathar. Of course, there's the Xanathar complex you haven't cleared out yet. There is, you could go to Laryl Silverhand and tell her the stone's a fake. Sorry, lady. There is, you could try and check contacts and see where the dwarf went. So you got a bunch of options. So think about which one you want to do.
I don't think it's a bad idea to take the fake stone to Laryl. Say, hey, we recovered the stone, but it looks like it's fake.
We could lie and get real.
Yeah, she'll probably figure that out fairly quickly. And
Well, she'll figure out it's fake, but then try and send us somewhere else.
well, I like the idea of seeing if she can give us a lead.
Yeah.
You know, we tried lying to her before. I don't think we should lie to her.
No, I think we could tell her the truth. And
I've heard that yeah, those lords, they know when you're lying.
Okay. Y'all talk.
Okay, so where do you guys want to go?
Sounds like let's go to
Laurel.
Go see Laryl? Okay, so you head to the theater. In the South Ward, what was the name of that theater?
Seven Masks Theater in the Docks Ward.
Oh, yes, that's right. Okay, so you head back to the dock. Well, do you want to do anything else before you go that way? You all good? Okay, so you head back to the dock ward, to the Seven Mass Theater. And grab your guys, move you to the map here real quick. Alright, so you should be outside of a theater building. And this is what you see. The theater is lit by lanterns that have continual flame spells cast on them all around the periphery. The place is closed right now, it looks like. And the front doors are shut and locked. There's no one coming or going or anyone outside. What do you want to do?
Just knock on the door, see if anyone answers.
Knock, knock, knock.
Okay. You knock on the doors, and no one comes to the doors. Now what do you want to do?
Walk around.
Okay. You walk around the building, and you find 1, 2, 3, 4 other doorways in. Do you want to try and go to any of them and knock on them or open them?
We'll knock. Well, I'll knock first if people will allow.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll knock it. Starting clockwise, I guess.
All right. No answer to any of the doors, but listening to the doors, you can hear in a distance quite a bit of ruckus in the stage area. Like people are in there working, but no one hears the door or answers it.
Maybe it's time to unlock the doors, and if anyone has a complaint with it, tell them they forgot to lock one.
So the doors to the north are locked, but the doors to the south are unlocked.
Open.
Open the door to the south?
Very quietly.
Very quietly. Okay. The northern one or the eastern one?
Let's go north.
North, okay. So north leads into, looks like the main theater of the place. And you see a man sitting there watching the stage. Just one man, like, someone watching auditions. And you see workmen bustling around on the stage, getting props and settings all set up. You see actors coming and going. A lot of ruckus in there. Make a stealth check. Do.
Good lord.
You can do it.
All right. The man does not notice you open the door. You could shut it if you want, or walk on in if you want.
Was that supposed to be a plus?
Say again.
I didn't know if it was supposed to be a +5 or it was already built in.
Let's see. Your Dex has +3 already built in.
It has with proficiency.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Then yeah. So your Dexterity modifier is built into the first roll, and then your proficiency is the second number.
Oh, okay.
So it is a +5 total.
Well, I feel sneaky.
Mm-hmm.
I will walk in and see if I can see anything else.
Okay. So what you see is on the stage, which is to the right from where you're at, it is set up. On one side is a backdrop resembling the deck of a ship. The other side is decorated to look like a madam's parlor in a brothel, complete with gaudy chandelier and a fainting couch. Stagehands are kind of getting everything in place. There is a couple of actors looking on, one older madam actress looking on, and the man who's sitting in the theater is just watching them go about their business, kind of nonchalantly and bored looking.
No sign of Laurel.
No sign of Laurel.
I will go back and discuss.
Okay, you got a pretty good look at this whole theater, so I'll draw it out for you here.
There's a bunch of people on stage and old dude sitting in the middle, looking like a weirdo. If we want to go talk to him, someone else should go do that. I'm just gonna.
This door to the right of us was also unlocked, right?
Correct. Yep.
Take a quick peek in there before making any decisions.
Yep.
All right. You peek into that room and you see a small little room. Make a stealth check again. Oh, really good stealth. Okay. The room is an office. It holds a desk covered in papers, and there's a single, looks like a stage manager sitting at the desk, writing stuff on the papers.
He doesn't see me.
Does not see you. Nope.
I look back at everyone. Can everyone else see this or not?
They see. You can shut the door safely. Yeah, and describe what you saw.
If you guys want, I can go in there and kind of demand as a noble that I have every right to be here, and I'm here to speak with Laurel and try to kind of bluster our way through this, or we can try to sneak through, whatever you guys prefer.
Do we have a way to yell?
You kind of cutting in and out. What were you saying?
Oh, were you talking about the north or the east?
I would start with the stage manager.
Okay, I'm cool with that.
Sounds like a fine plan.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna just
walk on in.
Yep, walk on in and say, "I'm Lady Ariana Nartha. I'm here to see Laurel," and look down my nose at him.
He stands up. He nods politely. Yes. Ronquan said to bring you to him. Come, follow me. He skirts around you, being careful not to touch you, and heads towards the door to the west, and then opens the door to the north if you let him, and heads on into the auditorium.
I follow him, sweeping along imperiously.
Okay. All right. So the stage he says, my name's John, and if you ever need anything, you just let me know. Obviously very flustered. He leads you on up to this jovial-looking Shao man with a braided goatee, and says, Ronquan, here is, I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Lady Ariana Nartha.
He puffs up his chest and says, Lady Ariana Nartha. And Ronquan says, you're good, Jimmy. And he says under his breath, what was his name, John? It wasn't Jimmy, whatever it was.
It was John.
Yeah. He says John and kind of walks away, head down. Ronquan stands up, just a big rotund belly on this guy, and says, Laurel said you'd be visiting. She said you had gone after the stone, something about Xanathar Guild or something, and you'd bring it here, and that I was to take it and bring it to her.
Right. No offense.
Everyone go to make a wisdom insight check. May or may not be lying. This guy or someone else you would talk to in the future may or may not be lying, and this will determine if you know. All right, very good. Okay, so no alarm bells going off for any of you right now. Keep going.
Yeah, no offense, but that's not what Laryl told us, and we can't just take you at your word.
Well, no offense taken. You can do whatever you like.
Where is Laryl?
She's not here. She, very busy. Very, very busy.
Well, maybe we'll just come back another time. If you could pass along a message, we have the stone, and we want to discuss that with her.
I assure you, I can take it to her.
Well,
And she gave me some instructions for you, too, if you have the stone.
And what are those instructions?
Well, she wants you, if you have the stone, to help retrieve the gold. She says you'll be able to attune to it, and it will tell you where the gold is.
Okay. So she wants us to give you the stone, but she also wants us to keep the stone and attune to it.
No, she wants you to help. If you found the
Okay.
stone, that is. Did you find the stone?
Well, we found a stone, but we don't think it's the right stone, but we need to consult
shoot.
with someone of Laryl's abilities to determine that we're not missing something.
You see the slightest smile, and then it's gone in a second. That's too bad. That's not the stone. It's probably should have been obvious that that Fenris guy hid it somewhere, and the Xanathar did not get the real stone from him. So now we got to find out where he hid it. Luck has it, I know where he's incarcerated.
Oh, he's incarcerated.
Yes. Yes, indeed. He's at a courthouse in what district? Let's see here. Let's see. Yes. I've learned he's been arrested by the City Watch for theft and taken to a courthouse in the Castle Ward to face the judgment of a magister. I knew if you did not find the real stone, you'd come here anyway, and I knew I could point you in the right direction. The winds are blowing in our direction. You must seek him right away, though. You'll need to devise some sort of ruse to get close to him. I urge against violence, though, or else you might find yourselves locked up beside him.
No, we don't want that.
Not at all.
I've heard there's a great detective here in this city that could possibly help us, but
Well, his name is Victor Trench. He's got the tiger's eye.
That's got to hurt a little bit.
just a bit, just a little bit. Okay, we thank you for your help. So after we find the real stone, should we return here?
Yes, you should.
Sounds good. Okay, well, I'm good with heading to this magistrate's courthouse.
Okay. Very good. Everyone make a perception check for me, please. Wisdom again.
Oh, no.
All right, what do we get here? We got Do with a 16, Mischief with a 20. Nice Mischief. And Yoharo, even better, 21. All right. All right. As you're leaving, you're just getting ready to walk out basically where Yoharo is standing, when you catch a glimpse of someone moved the west and then duck back around a corner of one of the passageways, and you could have sworn it was a dark-skinned elf. I got a picture of one right here for you. But it ducked around the corner and it's gone. What would you like to do? Keep walking on out? Do something about it?
Shudder so hard.
Say again?
Like shudder, like
Oh,
spine shake, like seeing the thought of a dark elf.
got it.
I
Yeah. Only Mischief and Yaharo saw it, so if they don't say anything to anyone,
Oh,
neither
okay.
that you guys didn't see it.
Never.
I do some thieves can't motioning to
Filch.
Filch, yeah, letting Filch know what it was I saw.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna start doing a surveillance detection run. Doubling back.
Filch will work
Stuff
with him
like that.
to do that.
Okay.
I'll quietly point it out to do as well.
Okay. All right. Ronquan is kind of perplexed at your activities. And
I'm not doing the surveillance detection run in the theater. I thought we were.
going
through.
outside. Okay,
Yeah,
got it.
I'm sorry. That would be hilarious, though. I go.
Yeah,
up
he's like,
some
"What
bleachers,
the
and
hell
I
are you
come
guys
back
doing?"
Down.
Okay, so you guys head back outside and you circle around the theater and everything, and you don't see anyone outside at all.
Okay.
All right. So, where do you want to go now? You want to go to the courthouse?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let me grab your guys. Move you to the courthouse. So you should see you guys right here. As you come to the courthouse, let's see what you see outside the front doors. Okay. Basically a blank stone wall with some steps leading up to some iron-bound oak doors. Inside, the first room you come to is brightly lit. It's a waiting room. There's a clerk behind a desk there. There's a couple privies to the right, because evidently people wait here for a long time. Josh knows what that's like, probably. And the clerk behind the desk sees you and just kind of nods towards a copper plaque that's mounted above the bench. And you look at the copper. You look at the copper plaque above these really uncomfortable-looking wooden benches, and it says, "Please have a seat. Someone will be with you shortly." And we'll take a quick break here.
Oh,
Till let's see here, till 9 or 10 after the hour.
I'll be right back.
All right. So you've come to the courthouse. You are you walk in. The clerk behind the desk doesn't even say anything to you. Just kind of looks at the sign above the benches, which says, "Please have a seat. Someone will be with you shortly." And that's where we left it. What do you guys want to do?
I will have a seat.
All right.
I would also sit and wait until called for.
There's a couple privies. Even though you guys are the only ones there, you wait for way too long. 10, 15 minutes before the clerk finally seems to finish up whatever he was doing and looks up and says, "What can I do for you?"
Say, I am going to be acting as Fenris Stormcastle's solicitor. I'm here for a pro visit with him.
Well, you'll have to see the magistrate. No one's allowed to see him without her written permission. I can make an appointment for you.
That would be acceptable.
Let me look. He starts shuffling through papers and opens up a book or two, and you see he's moving his hand down a log, and finally says, "Ah, yes, here we go. Looks like the soonest we can get you in will be high sun tomorrow."
Okay.
All right.
Well, that's the soonest, yeah.
He puts your name down for seeing the magistrate high sun tomorrow.
And can you confirm when Fenris Stormcastle's next court date is?
Hold on. He starts shuffling through a whole bunch of papers. He gives you a date that's like 10 days away.
Okay. And he will be held in this facility pending that hearing.
I'm afraid I can't give that information out.
Can you tell us what his bond is?
He has no bond.
He's being held without bond?
Yes. He's accused of murder.
Oh. Who's he accused of murdering?
I shouldn't have said that.
All right. That's fine. I'll wait till I get my discovery from the prosecutor.
All right.
What is he talking about?
Is this some different form of thieves' cant you haven't learned yet? What's going on here? Hold on just a second. I'll be right back.
My wife's cracking up.
Josh, this is supposed to be a form
All
of
right.
escape?
All right, so so you guys can leave. You can case the joint, walk around the whole building and see what the outside of the building has to offer, or you could just leave and come back tomorrow.
Well, I don't see a problem with us at least walking around and
Sure.
enjoying the night air.
Sure. So a walk around the periphery reveals windows on the back side of the building that are up high, actually, though, because on both the north and south side of the building are alleys that go down pretty steeply. And then in the alley below, I'm going to draw this over to the right to where you were just looking, is several doors. So there's a doorway. There's one doorway on the alley. And there's one larger door that looks like it's probably large enough for like a horse-drawn carriage to come in and out of. It's closed and locked. And then there's this door. It's also closed and locked. So there's a couple doors in the alley. And then there's windows up high, 10 feet off the ground. 3 of them on the south side and 2 on the north side.
Do the windows appear barred?
Hold on, let me check. Windows are fitted with iron bars, yes. The bars don't even look like they open. So it'd be quite a significant strength check, you'd think, to pry them out of the stone or bend them enough to get through.
So I would use those stealths twice in a session.
Yeah, we don't really need to free him if we could just find out what he knows about the stone.
Right, I'm thinking plan B. I'm guessing he might want to escape before telling us. That's like his trade for us, but we'll see what he has to say.
Yeah, let's. Yeah.
All right. So what are you guys gonna do? You gonna come back the next day?
Well, can we do this? Somebody do the stilts up to the window and try to speak to him?
Peek through.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
That's
can peek through.
awesome.
All right. So you want to do the south windows, one of the south ones, or the north windows?
South.
South. Okay. Starting with the southernmost window, make a stealth check. Whoever wants to look.
How tall are the windows?
They're like about 10 feet off the ground.
Okay, I got a max of 8, guys. So next.
Filch is going to go down the street and act as a lookout.
Okay.
He's done that many times.
Who has the best charisma here?
Might be Filch.
Yoharo's got a 16.
Okay,
Filch has got a
That's-
16 too, as well.
that is what Nartha has.
Wow.
Wow.
We're some likable thieves.
Yeah, you are.
I have a proficiency in persuasion, so I have a +5. Are either of you proficient in persuasion?
I've got expertise in persuasion.
Then it is you. You are the one.
Are you taller than 3 foot tall?
He is.
Yeah, 5'10".
Just making sure.
All right, Yoharo, you want to peek in?
Sure.
All right, make a
Do you have a
stealth.
moment for me to take my scale mail off? Because that could clank a bit on...
Yeah, oh yeah, you got plenty of time.
All right, we'll do that then.
You get your stalemate off, you stow it in the alley, and then make a
Strip
stealth
down
check.
in the alley.
Nice. Okay, so that's a 17 stealth. You peek in the first window, and this will be we'll use that for the first place you come to that someone might see you. The first window, no one could see you. You see a record room. Shelves line every available inch of space. They hold boxes of papers, dates, months, and years written on the boxes. The second room from the south end is the same, another records room. The third window from the south end has 2 desks pushed together in the middle of the room, which hold quills, ink, and sheets of paper. And there are a couple of court clerks feverishly writing there, taking notes or transcribing notes. And neither one of them see you. So let me draw these rooms for you. All right, so you have the south record room I just opened up, then the middle record room I just opened up, and then the next room is where the clerks were. It's a little clerk office there. It's got a door to the north. Otherwise, the rooms open up into the main room you went into originally. So that's what you see looking through those windows. Now, the north windows. Dun, 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 dun. This grand office, let me draw it here. All right, this grand office contains several plush armchairs and a large walnut desk. You see the seal of Waterdeep emblazoned on the wooden floor. And there is 2 people in the room. One person, probably the Magister, back to the windows, looking over notes. And standing at attention at the door is a guard. Make a stealth check to make sure the guard didn't see you. Oh no.
Not what I wanted.
Not so good. All right, so you're just peeking barely in the window when you see the guard's eyes go wide, like he saw you. What do you guys want to
Let's get out of here.
do? You beat feet and get out?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, there's no problem doing that.
And I want Yoharo to be running like with the stilt still up.
Yeah, I'm going to be kind of walking nonchalantly away while he can see me and then hurrying.
Okay. All right, you want to come back the next day, or you want to try and do more thievery?
I'm good with coming back the next day.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, the next day you show back up for your appointment with the Magister. And his guard who saw one of you.
Maybe Yoharo should stay
Yeah, I could use
outside
my,
during this.
use my disguise kit, or I could just stay outside. Either way.
You can
Oh,
change up
use
your
the
appearance
disguise
with.
kit.
You can change up your appearance with a disguise kit.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, no problem.
And
Okay.
I'm going to use the disguise kit to come in wearing a very nice attorney suit.
Okay.
And
I'm an
is there a
oxymoron, Josh.
yeah, whatever, dude. Is there a I can't remember. I don't have my book in front of me, but is there a forgery kit, or do you use something else to do forgery stuff?
I think there is a forgery kit. Yeah.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, well, I is that you probably have to be proficient in that. So
You do. Yeah.
okay, I'm not proficient in that. So never mind. I will not
Or
worry about that.
more specifically, it probably allows you to use your proficiency to forge stuff. To add to a forge check. Okay. So you come to the clerk. The clerk says the magistrate will see you. A guard comes out, meets you. It is not the same guard. You guys work pretty different times during the day, so that's good news. They take you through the courtroom, which is here. The magistrate's cloth-draped desk faces a defendant's box and 3 rows of pews. Hanging on the west wall are tasseled banners depicting the coats of arms of the city of Waterdeep, the Waterdeep City Watch, and the Waterdeep City Guard, as well as the seal of the Lords of Waterdeep and the symbol of Tyr, God of Justice. You're taken through the courtroom and into the office of the magistrate, where you're asked to sit by the magistrate, who is a petite woman, obviously very old, but in very good shape. She looks up and
Is it RBG?
is it what?
Is it RBG?
No, it's not RPG. All right. You can see
So
she's got a
it's little
name.
Old woman judge.
Yeah, she's got a name on her. I wonder if that's where they came up with that.
If they said that she also has giant glasses, then I
Yeah.
think that's exactly
Let's see. Let's see here. The plaque on the desk says Hester Barch is her name. Petite woman. Okay. Nope. Nothing about large glasses. What can I do for you? She says.
My name is Lady Ariana Nartha, and I intend to act as the solicitor for Fenris Stormcastle in his upcoming murder trial, and I would like to speak with him. Speak with him. I don't know if you can hear her, but my wife is giving me crap in the background. Not very
awesome.
supportive. I would like to speak with him and maybe work up some trial strategy before going forward with this case.
All right. Well, you can. Let's see. Is there anyone there who can help corroborate that story in any way?
Laryl Silverhand would, I'm sure, corroborate that.
She's not asking that. I'm talking about you guys.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I could serve as like his assistant.
Yeah, I'll help back him up
You know,
too.
bowing head, carrying
Okay.
his briefcase.
You can make a persuasion check with advantage.
All right. 15.
15. That's exactly what you needed. Character who belongs to a Waterdeepian noble family makes a good argument and succeeds at a 15 charisma persuasion check. Can see. Well, she tells you it's against my better judgment because this man is a shady, unrepentant person and a flight risk at that. But you do make a good point. I will permit a meeting. You will be under guard the whole time for your protection.
Understood. But I assume that your guards will be out of earshot to preserve attorney-client privilege, correct?
Of course.
Excellent.
All right.
That's awesome.
All right. You guys get a meeting with Fenris Stormcastle, who does match the description that was given to you by the umbrella store owner. He is a big man, graying hair, looks like he's been in many fights. He's got scars all over his face. He is in, where's he being held? He's being held downstairs in a cell, and so you guys are led back into the courtroom, down these stairs off of the courtroom, into this large room. You can see there's a common cell off one side, but he's held in the back in a single cell. And the guard gets him, drags him out of there, puts him in the corner of this long hallway, and backs away to the far end of the hallway and lets you talk to him. Fenris looks at you and says, "Who are you?"
My name's Lady Nartha. I'm hoping that we could work out an arrangement where I could give you my services to help you with your legal troubles, and in exchange, you give me some information that I need.
What information do you need?
I'm looking for information on the Stone of Galore.
I can help you with that, but I'm going to need your help first. I want to be released and grant immunity for my past crimes.
Well, that's a tall order. Normally, the government doesn't look to make that type of a deal unless you can land them a bigger fish.
Well, I know this magister can do it. I know a Lord of Waterdeep can.
Yeah, who are you willing to offer up for this immunity deal?
I know you know what I got's worth a lot more than just one fish.
If what you mean is the stone, I don't know that you have it anymore. The Xanathar ransacked your place, and it looks like they took it, so I'm not convinced you even have it. I was hoping you could give us a lead on the Xanathar and tell us how to get there.
Well, come back when you're convinced.
Is he the only one?
Is he the only one here? Yeah. Except for a guard all the way across the room.
What can you do to convince me that you still have the stone?
I don't need to. Seems like you need to come to that conclusion yourself. Come back when
Really?
you want, ready to get me out of here.
So you're willing to hang for this?
I'm not going to hang.
Yeah. Who else is here to cut a deal
You're
with?
pretty sure he's not real sure he's not going to hang.
Yeah. That's funny because I just spoke with the Magister, and it sounds to me like the state is fast-tracking this with a capital murder conviction. Apparently, the DA is up for re-election, and he's needing a big win. He's looking to make an example of you, buddy.
Oh man.
He seems to be pretty resolute in his unwillingness to cooperate unless he's released and grant immunity.
Is there anything you can do to help us help you? Like, how do you expect us to get this immunity for you?
Tell the magistrate what you'll get for it.
The stone?
Right.
All right. Well, I'll see what I can. I'll see what I can do. I am ethically bound to take any plea offers to the magistrate, even if it's unlikely they'll accept.
All right. The guard takes him and throws him back in his cell. And you guys want to go talk to the magistrate again?
Yep.
Okay.
We gotta talk to the magistrate.
All right. You're let back in. So, what did he say? She says.
He says that in exchange for the location of the Stone of Galore, which I'm not sure if you've been let in on what's going on with that or not, but it's something that the Open Lord herself is very interested in getting her hands on. That he has that in his possession in exchange for immunity and immediate release. He will turn that over to the government of Waterdeep.
Us.
That was perfect.
Oh.
All right. She says, I don't trust that guy for a second. But if he knows where that stone is, we need to find out. Bring him to me. Tell the guard.
Okay.
She tells the guard, bring him to me. You can stay here. And the guard goes off and pretty soon comes back with Fenris in chains into the magistrate's office. He walks in, looking at you rather surprised, as if he can't believe you're actually getting him an audience with the magistrate. And She starts grilling him, where he's from, where he's going to go once he's released, why she would be inclined to think he wouldn't murder more people and bring more people to harm, and just kind of grills him for 10, 15 minutes. And then finally tells the guard, take him away. The guard takes him away, throws him back in the cell. After he's out of the room, she says, the stone is on the top floor of an old tower in the dock ward. A tower warded against magic.
Did you read my client's mind? I think that's a violation of the Fourth Amendment.
The what?
That'd be an interesting case.
I just laughed. I actually just, I was like, I'm sorry, I couldn't even keep a straight face there. I don't care about that guy. He's a dirtbag.
All right. You know where to go. The Open Lord's counting on you.
Thank you for your assistance with this.
Thank you for yours. All right. And she asked your name once before you leave, too.
What he meant to say was Section 4 of the Crimes Against Citizen, using magic to influence a citizen.
Who was that? Was that Du or Yoharo?
That was due, and
That
it
was-
actually is the fourth
Yeah.
amendment, quote unquote. So that was a correct term.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. Josh, Du, if you didn't already have inspiration, you'd be getting more inspiration.
Right.
That's awesome.
Let's see. Let's just see here. I gotta see this.
It's the very bottom right of the page.
Using magic to influence a citizen without consent, fine or damages up to 1,000 gold and edict.
Amendment number
Amendment
4.
4. Mischief might be a better attorney at law than Josh is.
Tom just said that my character's a better attorney than I am. My wife agreed with you, and
Yeah,
that really
well,
hurts my feelings.
that's probably, I can see why. All right, so you leave the office of the magistrate. By the way, you've had an extended rest because this was the day after the last encounters. So let me move you to the map, and then you can, if your hit points aren't up full, you can adjust them back up to full. All right, you should be standing out in front of a black tower. If I got you in the right map. Yep. Okay. So you go to the dock ward. You find the old tower. You remember the magistrate told you it's on the top floor and that the tower is warded against all forms of magic. The front door to the tower is closed, but there's no lock on it. The place is dilapidated. Looks like it is abandoned too. What do you guys want to do?
So we sneak in.
Okay. You see arrow slits up high, which none of you could really squeeze through, or the front door.
I'm gonna cast a mage hand and kind of test the boundaries of the tower, see if getting right up close to it disappears, or if it can get through any of the arrow slits or anything.
Let's see here. You can go right up to the door. You can actually press it against the door and exert some force on the door even. You see the door move slightly under the mage hand force. You move it up to the arrow slit, and it looks like as soon as it breaks the plane of the outer wall, it disappears.
Okay, about as expected. Good to know, though.
All right.
But the door is open.
Want to open the front door?
Might as well.
All right. In through the front door you go. You open the front door, and there's a just a small little antechamber there. There's a closed iron shutter on the inside of the door, but there's no one inside. Rotting tapestries adorn the walls, and mud and dirt have accumulated on the floor. There is a sword lying on the ground against the west wall. No traces of rust or blood on it at all. Just a perfectly intact longsword. And then there's a door.
Totally normal.
Totally normal. And there's a door on the far wall. The room's about 15 feet high. The door is about 7 feet high.
Suppose we just keep going to the door.
All right. Open the next door into the next room. And in there you see stone spiral stairs curl up into the tower and down into the cellar. Set into the west wall is a fireplace blackened with soot. A burned heap that used to be a padded leather chair lies near the fireplace. Stabbed into the chair is a longsword.
Does it look the same as the other sword?
Yeah, perfect condition. No rust at all. Like it had just been sharpened and oiled the other day.
I'll go pick up.
Nothing happens when you touch it.
It picks up though.
Oh yeah, you can definitely pick it up.
Okay.
I guess we should just keep going up the stairs unless we want to search around at all.
Second sword is pick upable.
It is, yep.
Stash that in my handy dandy belt.
Okay.
Can someone do detect magic or something?
Nope.
Nope. We're part of your rogues.
Yeah, I don't have detect magic.
We got a warlock thing.
All right, up the stairs or down the stairs?
Supposed to be on the top floor.
Yeah.
Go up first.
All right. Give me a marching order as you're going up the stairs, winding around the staircase. With
I would like.
whoever's in front being where Yoharu is. Doesn't have to be Yoharu.
So
I
that's
wouldn't mind
fine.
sneaking up like a little bit ahead of the others to scout ahead.
You guys okay with that?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Okay, so you guys will be like basically one move away from her if anything happens to her up the stairs. Make a
And I
stealth
have
check.
dark vision.
Make a stealth check, Mischief.
God damn it.
All right, you come sneaking, tiptoeing up the stairs, and you come around the corner, and you see standing there are. Well, let's first describe the room for you.
They see you.
This room contains a soot-stained fireplace that has a lidless iron cauldron hanging on an iron hook in its hearth and a wizard's portrait on the wall above the mantelpiece. The floor is littered with shards of broken glass, burned scraps of paper, twisted pieces of metal, and bird droppings, and a sword. Other furnishings include a rocking chair, a trellis table, and the charred remains of a bookshelf, all shrouded in thick cobwebs. Arrow slits line the walls, and pigeons nest in the rafters. One of the arrow slits is on the back wall, quite a bit larger than the others. And standing in the room are standing in the room is a drow with a strange arcane-looking wand in his left hand, who looks at you, and you see crawling out that larger window another drow, and then another one, actually two drow, crawling out that window. And as soon as they cross the plane of the window, they become invisible.
Well, that's no good.
Yeah. But you did not surprise this drow. He heard you coming. And so roll initiative, everyone. As he raises that arcane-looking wand at you with a strange, thick, metallic sheen to it. So this spiral staircase like circles around. So it'll take from the ground level one full move action to get to the upper level. And you'll be just where Mischief is standing. If that's the way you go. Okay, so the first person to react is Mischief.
Okay.
So the stone should have been in this upper level. The drow were here before you, and 2 just ducked out through the arrow slit, and 1 is standing there. The arrow slit is like right behind the one that's standing there that they ducked out of.
And he's raising his
He's raising his
weapon.
wand, pointing it at you to attack you, it looks like, and the other 2 disappear as they step through the window.
Okay, I'll move up to here, and I'll say, "You're not getting the drop on me, you bastard," and then rapier attack with advantage, but I'd probably miss with that.
11 is a miss, turns out.
Okay, I will use my dagger as a bonus action. Again with advantage 18.
Not sure you can use a rapier and a dagger.
You can't?
Maybe
I
I'm
thought
wrong.
They're both finesse.
A rapier isn't light though.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You have to have 2 weapon.
Yeah,
Never mind.
I think so.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
So I won't do that. So with my bonus action instead, I will disengage.
Okay.
And go 1, 2, 3, 4. It's right there.
Okay, dude, you are so fast you can break the rules of the stairs and actually have, a couple squares of movement left when you get to the top.
So here, and then have 2 left.
Yep.
Well, look at that.
Imagine that.
Stabby stab.
14 does not connect.
Well, he looks taller, so headbutt to the knee.
16 does not connect.
Good lord.
Yeah. He smirks at your feeble attempts to hurt him. Yoharu, single move gets you to the top of the stairs. Actually, you were at the top of the one, so you got 2 more squares from there.
So can I go here and here, or does that
Yep.
corner not
Nope.
work?
Yeah, you can.
And so Hexblade's Curse doesn't specify whether it's magical or not. I guess I'll try using it, and it's up to you whether it happens in this area or not.
It does not. It is a magical effect.
All right, fair enough. Then I'll just swing a battle axe, see what
Okay.
happens.
16 does not connect. Bilch, you will take all your movement to get to the top.
The top and
But you can
Okay.
dash as a bonus too if you want.
can I get to the top and see him, it, her?
You can be there with all your move, and then you can see her.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So I could
Actually, it's a
hide
male.
one square.
It is a
Oh,
male drow.
So I will hide before I get,
Okay. Do your hide check.
and then I'll get up there and
21's
shoot.
good. 16 does not hit.
Misses, yeah.
All right, the drow raises that wand of his, and you're kind of laughing inside, thinking he doesn't know that magic doesn't work here. And then there is a report of a loud bang that echoes through the chamber as the thing flashes a brilliant light. And let's see who's going to shoot. He'll shoot Yoharu. This will be a disadvantage since you're adjacent to him. Good thing. A huge chunk of stone gets knocked off of that central pillar behind you after the wand fires. And let's see. Let me double check something here. Yeah, that's it. Okay. So he's done. Next to go is Mischief.
Sorry, my screen's going black. Okay.
Oh, shit. I think I forgot something important. Oh, God.
I don't like that.
No. But Yoharu will live through this, so that's not terrible. Okay, so as a gunslinger, he has no disadvantage for being within 5 feet of a hostile creature. So it is a crit. And it is
Let's use the lucky feet on that and fix that.
46 points. Okay, so 9, and his bonus to hit is +6. That's not enough to hit. You are lucky, Yoharu.
Good use of lucky.
No, that was a little low.
Oh,
right,
but
I'm
wait,
gonna-
you can't lucky a crit, right? That we
I
already
think you can.
Yeah.
Because he picks the roll, right?
Oh, no, you can lucky a crit. You can't bard a crit.
Yeah.
That's
Right,
what we did.
right.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
lucky's re-rolling it, not reduced.
Good job, Yoharu.
All right.
Mischief.
Move up to here, rapier. 19 hit for 20 damage.
19 is a hit. 20 damage. Nice shot.
And
He
then
looks startled and looks at Mischief and kind of nods with appreciation.
And Mischief nods back and like does a little flourish with her rapier.
Okay.
And then Cunning Action disengages and hides back behind this building.
Do your turn.
Okay. I thought I connected, so let's try this again. Stabby stab. That's horrible.
No.
And then all for the headbutt to the knee, because that's how we roll.
No.
And then here, and here.
Okay. He stabs at you with his short sword.
I have the mobile.
Oh, yeah. Yoharu, your turn.
Let's start off with a battle axe swing.
Actually, and I would think a gun would also need to have a hand free to reload. 16's a miss.
Then let's give a bardic inspiration to one of these rogues and get some good sneak attack damage.
Nice.
Filch, you're up next. You can.
All right, Filch. Use the little
Well done.
winged Nike symbol on that bardic inspiration. And your turn, Filch.
Before I put it on, let's see if I use. So that's the hide.
You're good, hide. You have advantage on the
Shoot.
attack. You want to use it on the 13 or not?
No.
No. Okay. You still have it, so put it back on your guy. Gunslinger reloads and fires at Yoharu. 20 to hit.
Let's cast shield.
Shield ricochets the gunshot off
Oh
the shield.
wait, no. This is a magic-free zone. That's gonna hit
Oh,
after all.
shit, yeah. Unless you want to lucky it again.
Probably a good idea.
Ooh.
Oh, still hit. He's +6, so it's another 20.
Mm.
All right, so 24 points of piercing and poison damage. If you're immune to poison at all. Gunslinger's done. Round's over. Mischief, your turn.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Move to there. Attack. 17 hit for.
No, does not.
Oh shit. That's right. Okay. So and then Cunning Action disengage.
Do your turn. Like how all three of you are hiding behind the pillar.
Mama did raise it.
That misses. Lord. Flurry of blows.
Nice. That's a miss.
Come on.
Oh my gosh.
And that's a hit for 6.
2, 6, 7, 8. And back.
Yoharu, your turn.
Let's see if this round can be better. It cannot. Let's give a bardic inspiration to Mischief this time.
All right, Mischief.
All right.
Put that winged thing on that Filch has. Filch, your turn.
All right, same.
You're hidden. You have advantage. And
come
you
on.
miss. Unless you want to use it.
No.
No. Gunslinger is shooting at Yoharu to finish him. Pistol fired. Oh my god. 25. Yoharu goes down. Gunslinger's done. Rounds.
Just did lucky.
Oh, he did
Yeah,
lucky.
that's lucky that.
That's only a 13. That's a miss.
Trying to stay alive here.
Good job, Yoharu. Mischief, your turn.
Doing a great job.
See. I'll use Bardic Inspiration on that.
17.
There you
Okay.
So can you roll that for me?
Yoharu.
Or Yoharu?
Yoharu, that's nice. That's a hit.
That's a hit. Okay.
10.
That's,
Oh, shoot.
12.
Oh, come on.
12 points of damage.
It's still better than missing.
That is, yeah.
Disengage.
My computer's going slow. Okay.
Yeah,
12.
mine was too.
Might be roll 20. Do your turn.
Come back up. Stabby stab. Oh my gosh.
This is terrible, guys.
No.
I'll do another flurry.
Come on, get him.
No. Yeah, 6
Yes.
more.
Walk.
After do, Yoharu, your turn.
Let's keep on swinging and keep on missing.
Filch, your turn. Did you want to do any more inspirations?
I think I'll save the last one for a cutting word.
Oh, Filch.
Probably
you are
not hidden.
Not hidden this time, unfortunately.
Oh,
Still missing.
it's worth it. I'm going to use the
We're gonna
inspiration.
use it.
I
Okay.
think we might-
Roll it for us, Yoharo. Roll high. Ooh, nice
19?
roll. 19's a hit. Oh wait, do you ignore cover?
I do
Don't.
not.
So that's a miss.
Ouch.
Okay, that's Filch's turn. Gunslinger's turn. Gunslinger disengages. 1, 2. Goes through the window and disappears, but a second later reappears as if his spell had just worn off. And in fact, you see 2 more drow out the window, jumping from rooftop to rooftop. And you can chase after them if you want. They probably
Yes.
have the stone.
We should.
Okay. So I'm going to grab your guys.
I think I have something to use here.
Move you to this other map.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I was exactly 45 away.
All right. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. You jump out on the rooftop and you start chasing after these 2 drow gunslingers. They have about a 40-foot lead on you right now. The other drow splits off and goes a different direction, trying to break you guys off. But highly likely he doesn't have the stone. So you could chase after him if you want, or chase after these 2. Everyone roll initiative, please. Oops, shoot. It'll overwrite your old roll automatically. Oh, no, it won't. Never mind. Stop rolling. I'll delete these old ones. And we'll re-roll. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, go ahead and roll now. Now, this is a chase, so everything's kind of like happening at the same time. So even if you get adjacent to them on your turn, unless you're adjacent to them at the end of their turn, you didn't catch them yet. See what I'm saying there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. As a matter of fact, you could even move way past them, such that as long as you're ahead of them when they're done on their turn, you've caught up with them. So, you go first. What do you want to do?
Would I be able to guess which way they're going, I guess, to get ahead of them?
It's simultaneously, so you don't have to worry about direction at all.
Okay, then
You're chasing them at the same time as they're running away.
I'll just dash.
Okay. So you move what? 18 squares
90.
with a dash?
What?
18 squares, right? 1, 2,
Yeah, 9. Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. All right, that puts you there. When we're having this chase, you guys can dash 3 plus your con modifier times before you risk exhaustion, just for your reference.
Okay.
All right, so you do that. Now roll a d20 for me, Do. All right.
Random.
Someone on the ground throws a rock at one of the drow. You look down, you see it's Jinx. The drow's gonna make a DC 10 dexterity saving throw.
Get it.
Dexterity DC 10. Oh, he dodges the rock and is able to move 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe my computer catches up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And Dude's like right on his tail. And then he rolls a d20 and gets a 14. His ally has no difficulties. And so they both move that far. And then let me roll a d20 for mischief. Okay, mischief. Suddenly, your feet slip from underneath you as the roof is very slippery and the wind's howling. Make a DC 10 Dex saving throw, or else you're going to fall prone. No problem. Now you can go.
Okay, so I can dash and then move again to go 90 feet. Is
You
that
bet.
right?
You bet.
That's what I'm going to do.
You can move and dash, and bonus action dash. So you move 90 feet. Go to move yourself 18 squares would be right next to do. Built, and then roll d20 for me after that. Mischief.
Sorry. Whoops. Shoot. Sorry.
Okay, Filch, nothing stops you. What do you want to do?
So Filch wants to run ahead, but Filch has actually spent a lot of time on Waterdeep rooftops,
Mm-hmm.
and that's led to having the ability second story work, so climbing no longer costs
Oh,
extra.
nice.
How would that translate here?
You'll be able to, if any kind of like things like just happened to Mischief happen, you'll have a lot better chance of overcoming them.
Perfect. And then just a quick check on the chase rules. Is that the number of times you can dash, period, or the number of turns you can take a dash?
That's
So
the
if
number of times you
double
can dash until you have to start making con saves or gaining exhaustion.
Okay, I will double dash to here.
All right. Oh, and yeah, it's just for rogues. It's just one dash around. So even though you dash twice, it only counts once against you.
Oh, okay. Okay, perfect.
Okay, so roll d20 for me, Filch.
Right.
Okay, Yoharu, nothing's stopping you. And they're all leaving you in the dust.
I think I'll go ahead and dash to do my best to keep up.
Okay, so move
But
yourself
I'll be falling behind.
12 squares and then roll a d20 for me, please. As long as you don't roll bad, dude's probably going to catch him. No problem. Nice. Okay, so these drow lead you on a chase quickly into a dock area, and they leap off the roofs around a large beached boat, and you are right on their heels, and we're going to move to another map. One of them breaks off at the last second going down another side street. Well, no, you don't know which one has the stone. Let's see. Okay, so grab these guys, and you are now over here. Kind of abstract with the chase stuff, but you easily caught him. So you're coming here. Yara will be last. Do will be first. And then I think Filch and Mischief together behind that. You see the drow running for their lives and running out of room because they're coming basically to the docks. And you got them cornered here, so they are here and here at the start of the round. And now we're going to re-roll initiative like normal. Go ahead and roll initiative, everyone.
Sorry, I'm not centered. Where am I? Right there. Okay. And that is not me. Boom.
Just a second here. Okay, you catch up with the gunslingers who are running for their lives. One of them has the stone, you're pretty sure. What do you want to do?
Come over here and stab this one with the inspiration.
Nice.
I'm tired of missing.
Oh, good use of
nice.
it. You stab the lead one or the far one?
The far one.
I'm sorry, the lead one or the back one? The lead
Oh,
one.
the lead one. Apologies.
Got it. Okay.
And then
And you did 10 points of piercing to him. Nice. Okay. Flurry of blows. Nice.
same one. Ooh,
12's a miss. 14's a miss.
killing me.
All right, finish your move where you want to move to, then they go.
I will stay there.
All right, the first of the gunslingers. 1, 2, 3. Turns, fires his pistol at you over his shoulder.
Ooh,
Holy cow.
that hurt.
I think. Dude, oh, nice, dude.
Oh, what?
Yes.
Just catch a bullet?
Yeah. Nice. Okay, so you reduce the damage by 17, so you take 12 instead of 29. As the bullet ricochets off your staff. 1, 2. Then he provokes from you. Oh, but you used your reaction. Just do that, so never mind.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, 6. Okay. He's done. Mischief, your turn.
I'm going to move to there, attack this guy. I have advantage because he hasn't gone yet.
Okay. Do go
So
to take
I'll
out.
go ahead and
Oh.
crit.
Oh, nice.
That's 13.
It's more than that, right?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're right. 12 plus 11 is 23.
Nice.
And I doubt that drops him 0, but if it does, it'll be non-lethal.
It does not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Close.
Mischief's done.
And
Gunslinger.
then,
Go ahead.
I'm going to cunning action dash to go 1, 2, 3 to move to there.
Wait,
Okay.
would the first? Oh no, he moved. Never mind.
Okay, the gunslinger levels his gun at Mischief and fires.
Is it a disadvantage?
No.
That does hit.
That does hit for 20 points of piercing and poison damage.
Whoops. Nope.
3, 4, 5, 6.
I'm going to hellish rebuke him.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
So let me go ahead and do that.
All right, that is it's second level, isn't it? So it's 19 fire damage, 13 dex save halves it.
Yep.
You drop him.
that's awesome.
Well done, Mischief. You can have inspiration.
Thank you. I'll probably need it for my death save since I have
Yeah.
1 hit point.
You won't get that save because it'll just kill you out, right?
Yeah, I know.
That's the good news.
I could use healing.
Medic!
All right, Yoharo's turn. The drow is yelling
Uh-oh.
something in Elvish. Anyone speak Elvish?
Yeah. Nope.
What? Yes?
No. Sorry.
No? Okay. All right.
I do. I do
You
speak Elvish.
Filch?
Obviously.
It's odd. You think it's the word for turtle.
Oh, No. Are there any gongs around?
Yoharo, your turn.
All right, so let's go ahead and healing word our injured friend.
Okay. Oh, nice. 4 points back, Mischief.
Okay.
You only die by 3 or 4 hit points this way.
Can I get a clean shot on that guy from my position for an Eldritch Blast?
Let's see. Yeah. It's not clean, but you can shoot him. Oh my god, nice shot. You thread the needle between the building and the boat and do 6 force damage to him.
Nice.
Okay. After Yoharo, Filch.
Do you get one more ray on that Eldritch Bash?
Oh, he
The
does.
blast?
Isn't he 5th level? No, he's only 4th.
Oh, only 4th. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
he's only 4th level.
Filch will hide.
You're hidden.
See if Filch can be inspired by that shot.
Boom. You thread the needle. And that is a sneak attack, too. Holy cow. 20 points of damage to the gunslinger. That round's over. Round 2. Do your turn.
I need you to kill him.
That's my middle name.
Who names their kid? I need you to kill him.
He's a monk of the long death.
That's right.
Makes sense.
Holy shit.
Whoa.
Do 8 points damage. Still standing, though. Flurries on him. Misses the first one.
Oh my gosh! Come on.
Oh, connects and drops the gunslinger.
Nice.
And I get my 10 hit points back. What up?
Nicely done. All right. The gunslinger is carrying a stone, a gray
Oh, yes, he
stone,
is.
oblong, with 3 protrusions on the top of it that are black. And we'll take a quick break here, and then we'll get more after that. Break for until 11, or until 11 after the hour.
We got some lucky crits on that fight.
I really wanted to cast suggestion on one of them to tell them to just sit down, but they were too far away.
Yeah.
Okay. So, the chase ends at the docks. You have the two drow gunslingers lying dead on the ground in front of you. The stone of galore in your hands. And you can get back out of here before any authorities show up to question anyone. And take the stone to somewhere safe and attune to it if you like.
Oh yeah.
You can also take a short rest. So go ahead and let's do
Oh,
the short
yeah.
rest right here. Spend your hit dice as you like.
I'll give you a Song of Rest for anyone spending hit die.
Excellent. How many do we get back on that?
1d6.
All right.
Of course. I've used one.
You learn the location. Actually, who wants to attune to the stone?
Not Filch.
Do does. Any other volunteers?
No, I'm good.
All right, Do.
I love the magical stones.
Okay, Do. When you attune to the Stone of Galore, let's see what it does first of all for powers. All right, it's a glossy greenish gray stone that fits the palm of your hand. It's got 3 charges, regains D3 at dawn. You can cast Legend Lore with a charge. You can cast Suggestion for 0 charges, but you have to roll D6 then, and on 1 through 5 you have to wait till the next dawn to cast Suggestion again. While you're attuned to the stone, if you are ever more than 10 feet away from it, you are deaf.
What? That's awesome.
It's legendary, it's a story item, so it'll stay with you for anytime you play any more Waterdeep Dragon Heist adventures. Furthermore, it tells you in your mind, Do, the location of the Vault of Dragons. It is beneath an old stone windmill in the Sea Ward. There are 3 keys you need to enter it. Roll 3d6 for me, please, Do. Separately, roll d6 3 times. 1, 5. Okay. The first key you need is a Beholder eye stalk. The second key you need is a severed drow hand. And the last key you need is a unicorn.
Like the whole thing?
That's all that comes to your mind. A unicorn, a severed drow hand, and a Beholder eye stalk. And the Vault of Dragons is beneath an old stone windmill in the Sea Ward, and you have a picture where that old stone windmill is, so you'll be able to go to it.
Well, we have a severed drow hand.
You take one, you go back and find those drow, and
Yeah.
surreptitiously? That's not even-
Surreptitiously.
something like that.
Yep.
Cut off its hand, okay? You have that. You need a Beholder eye stalk and a unicorn.
What do the keys open? Sorry.
They will open the vault door to the Vault of Dragons.
Gotcha. That makes total.
Will a gazer eye stalk work, do we think?
Maybe.
Can we go back and cut off one of the...
Yeah. You can go back to there and get its eye stalk. So now you have a Beholder eye stalk and a severed drow hand. Now you just need a unicorn.
Oh, those are easy to come by.
Sure.
If that doesn't work out, there was that shop we found the very first session that had something to do with beholders.
Yeah, that's true. There was the big purple beholder in the window. You could take its eye stalk too. If this doesn't work.
We could go ask Victor Trench, the private investigator, to go look for a unicorn.
Yep. And you recall having been to Zod's ship, that he was basically a traveling carnival, and amongst the carnival stuff there, you do recall seeing a unicorn.
Oh.
It was
well,
a float unicorn, but it was a unicorn.
Hey. I'm no wizard. I think it'll work.
Better than any other unicorns we have.
Yeah.
And I don't know that we could trust that hack, Victor Trench, to find his ass from a hole in the ground.
All right. So you want to try and go and make your way away with a unicorn?
Yeah.
Okay. So in amongst the floats, what's this unicorn? Let me double check what this unicorn looks like.
Mm-mm. Shame.
What's up?
My wife was asking if there was anybody that she knew that was playing or knew of. So,
I'm sure she's heard lots of awful things about me.
no, nothing but great things. Told her that we sat next to each other at BandCon and had a good time.
That sounds weird.
Sounds a little too familiar to me.
Can it be too familiar?
Yes, it can. All right. So the Sea Maiden's Fair. A seafaring carnival travels up and down the Sword Coast in 3 ships: the Eye Catcher, the Heartbreaker, and the Hellraiser. And you've been on one of those ships. I think it's the Eye Catcher. That was the one docked out in the bay where you met Zardoz.
We're on the Heartbreaker.
Yeah, the Hellraiser is the ship that transports musicians and decorative floats. So, there's a description of this float I wanted to find. Where is it? Hellraiser. Ah, here we go. All right. So you can kind of case the docks and find out when they're loading and unloading, and when when you could get away with this thing. The float is there's a float that's topped with a life-sized mechanical unicorn that's ridden by a mechanical drow ranger waving 2 scimitars. And you see them like testing it out, and you see when they pull the lever, it farts a 15-foot cone of confetti, rainbow colored. So you case the joint, and you can come back at night, like in a day or two, and make your way away with a mechanical unicorn. It's a life-size unicorn, though, so you're going to want to get from there to the vault pretty quick, because it'll be hard to hide, I guess, walking that through the streets of Waterdeep.
Well, I think we just go straight there.
Yeah. All right, so you'll get an extended rest before you do that. So
Okay.
go ahead and update your guys to full hit points and everything. Do you want to go check out the abandoned windmill first?
We
Find
should
out
go scout.
find out where the vault doors are before you go get the unicorn, or you want to get the unicorn first and then go?
No, I think that's a good idea to scout the old
Okay.
doors
No,
first.
we should also try to get our hands on that other beholder stock, just in case that one doesn't work.
Ah,
so we have both.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can do that during the days leading up to it. Dude's good friends with the proprietor there.
Yep.
Smoked a bowl or 2 with him.
Good
Oh.
holes. All purple holes.
All right. So yeah, you can do that surreptitiously with your gang of thieves, no problem at all. And you go check out the converted windmill. The doors to the place and the outside of the place are wooden, but they do have locks on them. And let me move you to that map real quick. All right. So you're standing out in front of this converted windmill. There's a tower To the north, the circular part that's to the north that rises up to where the windmill used to be, but the blades that are on the outside of a windmill have all been taken down, so there's nothing outside of the windmill. There's several doors on the ground level going in. They are, however, all locked. There's windows all around the place, and if you want to sneak around and look into them, I can tell you what you see in there.
Yeah, let's case it.
Okay. So, most of the building looks abandoned and in pretty poor shape. All the rooms are just filled with refuse that you look at through the windows. All the rooms you can see through the windows.
There's supposed to be a person in there?
There's a flight of stairs going up. Yeah, there's a flight of stairs going up. And only one room has an occupant. And that is the furthest west room of this western wing. And inside there is an old man, probably in his 70s, maybe even early 80s. Looks like he's half blind with cataracts. Just dawdling around his room, making his bed, stuff like that, getting ready to go out. It looks like getting a coat on and some boots on. So you can wait till he leaves if you like, no problem. But you see that the room he's in is not connected to any other room in the building, so it's like a separate apartment. And the stone has told you to look for a secret door underneath a floor that is not solid. That's all you know.
I believe that's
Okay. So you guys, none of these windows are barred, so you can basically climb in through any window, or you can go through the doors, which are not which are locked. But you guys, being thieves, could easily get through a window too.
Sounds good. Let's do that.
Okay. So you get through the windows to one of these empty rooms and case out the rest of the lower level. There's a hallway that kind of connects all of it together. There's another side room here, but none of these rooms are occupied. They're all empty. And there's this flight of stairs that goes up. Off of... yeah, there's a privy there. Okay, so the room furthest to the north on the ground level is... actually, that's wrong. There's no squatters here, but it's just full of refuse and garbage. To the south is a privy, from which lies a terrible stench. It hasn't been cleaned in years, you don't think. To the west is an empty room, and looking up at the ceiling up above, it looks kind of in poor repair, like it's not real sturdy. And that's it for the ground level.
Well, that privy could be the floor that's like not really a floor.
was that the empty room?
Sorry, yeah. Let's see. This is the empty room right here.
West. Sorry.
So you volunteering to check the bottom of the privy then?
No.
That's what I heard.
No, the empty room has something above it, right?
This room has, the ceiling looks like it's not in good repair.
I want to check that room.
Okay. Searching that room, you find a secret trap door in the floor.
Don't tell Filch about it and still see if he'll check that privy.
I will not.
Oh, man. Let's see here.
Involved guilt.
A heavy stone trapdoor in the floor is found with a thorough search. You check for traps. There's no traps on it. Pulling it open, it reveals a stone staircase that descends steeply into the earth. Where do you want to go?
How are we going to get the unicorn floating here, y'all?
That is a good question that I do not have an answer to.
It'll fit through the windows and the doors.
Oh, okay.
Well,
It'll be a tight squeeze, but it'll fit.
That's what she said.
I guess let's go on down and see.
To who? I'm gonna use that from now on. All right, you want to go down the stairs? They descend and descend in total darkness, so you have to cast your own light spell or light your own torches. You'd estimate about 100 feet down into the earth. And they come to a 20-foot wide corridor which extends for another 60 feet and ends before a huge set of doors. Let me describe the doors for you. The 20-foot high, 20-foot wide stone corridor ends before an adamantine double door bearing dwarvish runes. The doors have neither handles nor hinges, and the writing on them reads... Anyone read Dwarven?
Yep.
Yoharu,
Do.
yes?
Yes.
Do, yes. Got it. The writing on them reads, the three keys, bring them forth.
I will relate that, or just tell everyone that.
Okay.
Do we want to present the drow hand just to see what happens before we have the unicorn thing here?
It's like a horrible idea.
I mean, we could. Yeah, I don't know that hurts.
I mean, it could set off a
I would
trap
like-
not having all three.
I would
Fair
like
enough.
to leave if they do that.
Yeah, I don't know that necessarily sounds like a great idea, but if we want to, I could, mage hand it up 30 feet away.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's stand back. You mage hand. Mage hand it close and see what happens.
All right. I forgot to describe some things up above.
Sure, they're not important.
Yeah, this is a little bit important. I should have described them. Every room that you looked in had a painting in it. And the subjects varied, but they were always some sort of crazy monster. You saw a painting with a carrion crawler, a painting with an ettercap, a painting with a hellhound. The painting in the room just outside the room where you found the vault was a displacer beast. So I probably should have described all that stuff to you.
Okay, so I'm rethinking our plan.
Yeah.
I want to leave the room if the plan goes into effect.
I say we don't do this plan after all.
So let's. These paintings, are they in the same level of disrepair as everything else, or do they feel?
No, they look fresh. They looked freshly painted.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get all three keys before we
Yeah.
Okay.
walk around
Yeah,
here.
I think
Okay.
that's this one.
All right, sounds good. All right, so you head back up. Let's get your order as you are stepping out of that door, whoever the leader is, into the main room.
I can take point.
I'll be right behind you.
I'll be back behind the gnome. I don't.
Where's Mischief? Mischief, go and put your guy up there, or girl up there,
Oh, crap!
wherever
Sorry.
you want to be.
Where am I? Thought I was.
Be over on the compass
Yeah,
symbol
I
over
got it.
here.
I got it. Yeah. So I'll be right there.
All right. When you open the door and are ready to step forward, in the room are two people, or one people, one beast. A displacer beast is there, and you notice that the picture there's no longer a displacer beast in the picture. It's just the empty background. There is a half-elf standing there, arms crossed, glaring at you. She says, "How dare you enter my house? Kill them and roll initiative."
It's quite the guard dog.
Wow.
That's pretty good guard dog.
Filch is
Bilch, not a good time to roll super low.
Oh, that sucks.
Let's see here. Let's place for beast. Dun, 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 dun. Ooh. All right. So the first person to react is Dew.
Dun 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 dun. Stab at Mr. Half Elf.
It's actually a female half elf.
A stab at Mrs. Half Elf.
Okay.
Oh, dude.
All right. That is a hit for 8 points of piercing damage. Let me double check her abilities here. Make sure he doesn't have anything weird. Okay, 8 points. Got it.
And then on the Displacer Beast.
Okay. All right. Let me double check him. So your first shot grants disadvantage to attack. If the attack hits, traits disrupted until the end of his next turn. Okay. So your first one hit for 4, then your next one missed, but he's no longer displaced right now.
That was the plan.
Nicely done.
Wait, so 5, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Oh, shit. I'll go here.
Okay, after Dew, the Displacer Beast. Let's see, wait. Yeah, the Displacer Beast goes, steps there and lashes out at Dew, multi-attacking. First tentacle is a 20 to hit.
Boo.
For 7 bludgeoning and 4 piercing, 11 total. And the second tentacle is a 16 to hit for a total of 6 damage.
So wait, the first one was 11 total.
11
right?
plus 6.
Got it.
Did you get your hit points yet, Dew?
Yep.
My screen might not be updating. There you go. Okay. This place will be stunned. The bard's turn. The bard will this bonus action. What's she gonna do here? Blue checks, attack saves. Will start your next turn. Okay. She taunts you, Dew. And you need to make a charisma save, or else you'll have disadvantage on ability checks, attacks, and saves till the start of your next turn.
Oh wow.
Or start of your next turn. Okay, you ignore that taunt. And then she shrieks an insult at you. A vicious mockery insult. Doing 2 psychic damage to you unless you make a 12 wisdom save. So you take 2 psychic damage.
I have advantage on magic.
Oh, nice. Okay, so you made it. She's done. Mischief, your turn.
All right, I'm gonna move 4, 1, 2, 3. Attack the Displacer Beast. Does a 14 hit?
Just a second here.
Do we have disadvantage on the Displacer Beast again?
See, it projects a magical illusion that makes it appear to be standing near its actual location, causing attack rolls against it to have disadvantage. If it is hit by an attack, this trait is disrupted until the end of its next turn. So you still have advantage. Or no, his next turn ended. So the first one
did
was
it?
disadvantage.
Okay.
So
Would I have known? Would I have known before I attacked him that
No. No.
Okay.
So the 5's a miss.
And then I will disengage and move to here.
Okay. After mischief, Yoharu, your turn.
This seems like a good opportunity for another fairy fire. Try to cut down those disadvantage attacks.
All right.
So I'll set it up so it's just hitting the enemy.
Got the displacer beast.
Nice.
Subject effect that allows save to take half damage, not half damage save. And the bard you did not get. So this Displacer Beast is the important one, though. It is wreathed in fairy fire. Put a lightning bolt on Yoharu for the concentration, and then Filch, your turn.
So it's a great hide. Probably not hidden.
Nope.
So maybe are we going after the displacer beast or the bard here, guys?
Placer at this.
All right.
Well, yeah, it's got fairy fire, so.
Yeah.
So it's a 21 or a 21. I think it was an even roll.
For
21? For 22.
Oh, 22.
That would be awesome. I almost wish it was one less damage.
You did 22 damage. Nicely done.
Yeah, that was max. That was
22. Okay. After Filch is... Round is over. And bless the Displacer Beast not displaced. Well, he wasn't anyway because of the fairy fire. Do your turn.
Stabby stab. And then, is this hard corner a go through or no?
No. Nope.
Okay.
That's free. I mean, a regular move. Okay, so the first 120 is a hit for 10 piercing, and then 21 for 4 more, and then it's not an 18, it's a straight up, because he doesn't have any displacement, because Filch did hit him, so it's a straight up attack, or an advantage attack. So, total of 18 damage. Well done.
Yeah.
And you notice some scurrying movement around the ground, Do. And
Do I?
He should play with Chew.
yeah. A swarm of rats has come up around the bard.
Of course. We could leave the house. Like everyone. Is this a window?
Yeah, that is a window.
Can I jump out of the window? Or wait, I'll look at everyone and be like, do we want to leave the house?
Oh, we're gonna be coming back here soon anyway.
Yeah.
Might as well take care of the problem now.
That makes sense. And I stay.
Stay. Okay, Displacer Beast turn. Oh, I gotta roll for these rats. Let's see when they go this round. They go just before Filch. Okay, Displacer Beast turn. It attacks Do some more. Multi-attacking. Tentacle attack 1. 18 for 10 total. Tentacle attack 2. Only a 12. Do's not going down that easy.
That hurt.
The bard. She will taunt Yoharu. Charisma save Yoharu. DC 12. No problem for that. And then she will do a shatter spell. That'll hit Yoharu and Mischief in its area. This is 11 thunder damage. Yoharu and Mischief. 12 con save halves it.
Nope.
Half for Yoharu. And then another DC 10 con save to keep the fairy fire going, Yoharu. Alright.
Close.
She's done. Mischief, your turn.
A attack and Fairy Fire's giving me advantage on the...
It is.
So that's a 13 to hit
13. Oh, just what you needed.
for 10.
Oh, but
I
wait,
hate to
this
be
guy's
that
gone.
guy.
Yeah, this guy's gone already. So that means he is displaced. So it's a straight up
And the
attack.
Oh, the Fairy Fire does not... Okay,
Well, when you have advantage and disadvantage, it makes it straight.
got it.
And the Fairy Fire doesn't actually technically do anything about displacement, I don't think. So stop while
Well,
you're ahead.
dude.
That's what I'm saying. Mischief is all done. Yoharu, your turn.
All right, let's go ahead and step forward and swing a battle axe.
Hits.
Looks like we're doing 5 damage. Oh, I should have done Hexblade Curse next time. Let's give Filch a Bardic Inspiration.
All right, Yoharu. So it's a 17 with the battle axe for 5 points of slashing. Nicely done. And then Bardic Inspiration on Filch. Go and put that mark on your guy, Filch. And then the rats go. Okay, so the rats, they will attack the closest one to their master that they can get to, which will be Dew. So they move into Dew's space. And then they bite Dew. And
No.
Dew dodges. Filch, your turn.
Two dodge. Oh. Not that it mattered, but she didn't, or he didn't know. So comes around, short bow on the. Let's use that inspiration. If you
You have advantage on the second one. Oh, that's a dex check.
so an 18 for.
Oh, yeah, that's a hit.
Goodness gracious, 18 for 6.
For 16 or 6?
16.
16.
10 from the bow and 6 from the sneak attack.
Well done. Okay, after Filch is... And the displaced beast is not displaced right now. Dew, your turn.
Okay, rats. I have very low health. I'll stab at the displacer beast. Disadvantage, right?
It's a straight up attack right now. No, you have
Oh.
advantage right now. So that's 24.
Yeah.
That's a hit. For 9.
Oh man. Oh, this killed me last game. I'm just gonna do it anyway. I look at Yoharu and do I remember Yoharu having healing word?
He does. Yep.
Okay, then I remember that and go screw it. And attack the displacer beast.
Oh, nice.
Well done. For 7.
Still alive, right?
Yep. But you got one more coming.
Oh.
Dead. Nice shot.
Gain some temporaries off that, luckily. Okay, I'm done.
All right. After Dew is Bard's turn. The Bardess, she will... do another shatter. That'll get Yoharu and Mischief. Double check her spells. Yep, she's got a second level spell. Alright, guys. 16 thunder damage, 12 con save for half.
If I don't make this, I am down.
Yoharu made it. Mischief is down. Yoharu, DC 10. Actually, you're not needing to concentrate anymore because no one else is very fired.
Right.
Alright, she's done. And then Mischief, your turn. Death save.
Okay.
Give inspiration.
Yeah, I'm going to use my inspiration for my
All
death
right,
save
roll your save.
because I'm a little bit worried about getting struck with the thunder. Yeah. Or word.
Yoharu goes next with a healing word.
Boom.
No, I'm just going
Take
to
your
pop
turn.
up
Just take your
Go.
turn.
because that's how mischief rolls. She's going to roll up on. You did 1, 2, 3, 4. Stand and cunning action dash to get to there. And then I'm going to ready an attack.
All right, and then Yoharu, your turn.
All right. So I think I'm going to go here.
And now I'm going to attack.
Go for it, Mischief.
That's only an 11 to hit.
11's not enough.
Let's go with a dissonant whisper. Try to get this bard to move and provoke some attack.
Ooh, smart. Okay, this is a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw. Oh, made it. So it's going to take half of that, so 3 psychic. Okay. The rats go and try and chew up Dew.
Leave me alone.
19 to hit,
That hits.
9 piercing.
Thank you for the temporary hit. Still up.
Rats are done. Filch, your turn. You are hidden.
On the bard.
Potshot on the bard hits.
11.
11 points of piercing. Rounds over. Do your turn.
I have to start stabbing at these damn rats.
That's a hit. They resist your damage. They take 3.
Bones.
They resist that and take 3.
Is this door open?
To the south of Yoharu? Yes, it is. After Do, the bard goes. She will disengage. Or no, she casts invisibility on herself. And then you hear her moving around and through the door.
The door dude just went through.
Yep. And Do, you hear her coming down the hallway toward you. And she's like maybe 10 feet away from you at the end of her turn. And then Mischief, your turn.
You can take a tax opportunity at disadvantage, right?
No, you can't. If you can't see a person, you can't take an attack opportunity on them.
I'm going to cunning action dash and chase after.
Go for it. So, you want to just move into her square until you find her?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you got enough movement to do that, no problem. So you bump into her there. She's just due west of you.
Okay, and I'm going to attack her.
That's a miss.
That was a warning shot.
After Mischief, you can finish moving if you want. Yoharu, your turn. You want to move anywhere, Mischief?
No, because I don't want to provoke.
Okay.
I've got 1 hit point. I feel like that would be a bad move.
You would never see it coming.
That's true.
I step up to these rats and cast a thunder wave.
Oh, nice. Give me some damage. There's already been a couple shatter spells, so this whole neighborhood's well alerted to something weird going on. Thunder echoes through the city, streets in all directions. You do a ton of damage. They get a dex save, a con save. Con save and fail it. Take the full 10. Knocking a whole bunch of rats into the oblivion. And then they go. Are you done, Yoharu?
Yeah.
They close on you. Start scurrying over you and attacking and biting. It's going to do half damage if they hit. 20 for 4 points of piercing.
Let's cutting words that.
Okay. Roll a 2 or 3, you're good. Alright, no hit. Rats are done. Filch, your turn.
All cunning to dash to here. Yelling out, "Where is she? Where is she?" Take a shot when they point in front of me.
Okay,
Disadvantage.
right in front of Mischief. Oh my god, nice shot. Connect for 9. I don't think you can do sneak attack if you have disadvantage on the shot.
Oh, okay. I think Sage Advice had ruled that it washes it out. But but I have disadvantage totally.
You don't have advantage at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't hide.
Right.
So 9.
9. All right. Still pretty good. Concentration check. Boom. She's visible again.
Nice.
Like the wave.
All right. Filch is done. Rounds over. Do your turn.
Hello. What's your name? Stab. Oh. Let's screw it. Punch. Wow, these are horrible.
That hit, though, for 4.
Oh.
And next go is her. She will... Oh, boy. She can do that and that. All right. She turns Alan Dew and viciously mocks the little gnome.
Oh, no.
2 psychic, 12 wisdom save for half. The ironic part is that won't even knock you down. 2 psychic.
That's insane.
Then she healing words herself for 4. Came from the Yoharu School of Healing. And she's done. Mischief, your turn.
Ouch.
Non-lethal.
She is unconscious. Gotta call that like some sort of special name, like an Arkansas assassination or something like that.
Wow.
Oops.
Nah, he doesn't have the van for that.
All right, down she goes. You just got a bunch of rats to deal with. Yoharu, your turn.
Let's try to battle axe on these rats.
Ooh, they scurry around it, dodging it, biting at you as they do. Not hitting, though. Filch.
Hopefully they don't see this coming.
They don't. 19's a hit. 14 is 7. They're still there, though. Just a couple rats inside Yoharu's armor. Do your turn.
Oh, the rats are really scary, so...
Got Mischief at 1, Do at 1. I am spreading the damage way too much. That's a hit, Do. You pierce the last rat through Yoharu's shirt and pull it up out of his armor. All right.
Smile in delight as the blood drains onto my spear.
They are done for. And this whole building is pretty much empty now that she's gone. These paintings are all over the place. There's paintings in every room, upstairs too. Checking to see if she has any treasure upstairs.
Destroy him.
Yeah, you can definitely destroy them if you want, or take them if you want. Your choice.
We take them. We want to decorate our house with.
Yeah, you got an Ankeg, a Carrion Crawler, Displacer Beast, Ettercap, Gargoyle, Ghast, Gibbering Mouther, Hellhound, Manticore, Minotaur, Mummy, and a Werewolf.
Oh no.
All over Troll Skull.
Yep. Upstairs, there's moldy scraps of food, empty pots stained with colored paint, discarded brushes, and an easel. Too bad Bob didn't find this.
Pop Ross.
Let's see here. Okay. Yeah, you don't find anything else here. So now, you want to go and steal that unicorn and bring it here?
Of course.
Yes.
And do you want to do that the next day so you can extend rest?
Yeah.
Yes.
Or take a short rest and do it?
No, I'd like to do extended
Okay.
rest.
Yeah.
All right, so you go there, you'll get the statue, or the unicorn, and we'll actually do this next time we play, but you'll be able to open the vault doors and we'll actually finish this mini campaign next session.
Sweet.
So I'll send out a summary, but it'll be 4 advancement checkpoints, 4 treasure checkpoints, all tier 1, 10 downtime, 1 renown. Look, there was no treasure actually. I will double check on the gunslingers, but I don't think, unless it's listed, I'll double check if you get any kind of smoke powder or anything.
It should be in the ALCC that we get them.
Yeah, I'll double check and see if they're in there. And if they are, I'll put it on the summary. What else was there?
14 candy corn.
Oh yeah, candy corn. Yeah, there'd be 14 because there's 1 Liar's Night encounter.
That was wave 1, right, Tom?
It was wave 1, yep.
So I am currently at 28, 38, 42, 52, 55 candy corn. I am 5 candy corn away from my skeletal mount.
It's exciting. Who are you going to put it on?
I'm going to put it on the Life Cleric of Bane that pretends to be a priest of Torm and tries to subvert the teachings of Torm.
We get 125 gold for level 5.
When you go to level 5, I think it's 150, isn't it?
150, yeah.
Yeah.
I mathed wrong. I don't know how.
Oh yeah, you guys will all be 5th level for the next one too. Oh, the Stone of Glory also told you some other stuff. Let me tell you what else it knew. Dun, 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 dun.
So you guys will be everyone will be level 5 next?
Yep.
I'll be level 4.
Oh, except for, yeah. Let's see here. The artifact. The Stone of Galore tells you the location of the vault, which you found. The 3 keys you need to open. It also reveals that an adult gold dragon named Aranax guards the vault.
What?
So sleep tight. All right, guys. Thanks for playing. That was a good one.
Thanks, Tom. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody.
Looking for next Friday.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah, good game.
All right.